Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. Welcome to another live stream as we bring you AEW Dynamite tonight. It's going to be a fun one, folks. So get in that chat, click all the buttons, hit all the things, be a part of the show, be a part of the fun. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you Dynamite tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into, but you put Hump Day in the books. We're going to cap it off with a little bit of wrestling, and the weekend is almost upon us. Friday Junior tomorrow. Lots coming your way, lots of exciting stuff. You know, now we're building towards a new pay-per-view that we didn't even know existed. But me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours as we talk all things AEW and wrestling in general. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Can't wait. But if you don't know who we are, I'm Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yes, on top of everything, we're taking over for the 9-9 to the 2000s as we got the NBA Finals on tonight as well. How will that affect the AEW numbers?
Oh,
speaking of tournaments and brackets, what's up?
Already pre-written. The numbers up against.
The tweet's already written in stone, but speaking of tournaments and brackets and everything, we got the wild card too tonight of who could that be? A lot of people throwing around a Monet, a Hater, a DMD. Who do you think it could be?
This one's kind of hard, honestly, because I think it's really up in the air, and there's so many women that are under contract by Tony Khan that could fall into this place, and it being like a first-round tournament. It really, like, Mercedes seems like an obvious one, but I think if she's in it, she's got to win it. So maybe that is kind of the coup here. Have we even checked if if there was a real injury to happen? But Tony Storm's been thrown around. I don't think it's Britt Baker. That's a pipe dream. Yeah, I don't know, man. It could be Riho. It could be Riho.
I've had one name stuck in my head pretty much from the jump with all of this, and it might even be some people have gone as breaking down the silhouette and all that. I think it's Shafir. I think it's going to be Shafir. She's actually been probably the best thing out of the Death Riders. And again, it makes sense if it's just still in the first round. It's her taking on Windsor. Like you said, if it's a Monet, if it's a DMD, Tony, they win the tournament. Right now, I think this is Athena's tournament to win. Whoever the wild card isn't winning the tournament, I feel.
Yeah, someone threw out Camille, who we saw return to do a job and then leave again. People have thrown, like I joke, but Riho. Did someone say Billy Starks? Is she already in it? I don't know. But there was a bunch of names thrown around. But yeah, it shall be very interesting with that. The other, I guess, big news on this card is the fact that MJF's going to defend his title against Roosh. Why?
He's not on the level with the devil. That's the real crux of this whole position. I don't think that there's really anybody in the company right now that's on that level. That's why he has, they fumbled it since, he beat Kenny. Then he lost to Darby and all of this, and now we're going into Mark Briscoe is throwing his name into the challenge. Then Roosh is getting a title match. What's next? Right. Kevin Knight's going to get another title match again. We're building towards Forbidden Door. We need to start, whether it's a New Japan talent, whether it's a Yota Tsuji or somebody from New Japan, or like we talked about, if it's an Andrade, because but how do you know? He's been trolling the whole time with that. That's the match that seems like they should be building towards. Instead, we're taking all these little side quests still.
Would it be better if Andrade, Roosh, and a few others, kind of get back together and do Los Ingobernables? I just wanted to say it, to be honest. But do it better?
I mean, you could almost do it without having them get together and just make it kind of the connective tissue if you could do it really well, maybe. Because you do AEW's fan base, the smart marks, the sickos, are going to know of the connection between Roosh and Andrade and the LIJ and the Forbidden Door. And like I said, you could still, Andrade's an IWGP champion. You could still put that belt on the line, go title for title.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, you pitched that idea, so we'll see how this plays out. But I think it's actually smart. Like, I think it's a really kind of clever way to go about this. And then, the added, I know we bitch a lot about, so many belts, but it does kind of open up an avenue, and it does it gives MJF a little bit of a little bit more friction, another little thing he can brag and boast about. Plus, we know how bad New Japan's struggling, so it's some notoriety for them. But beyond that, I think ultimately the way it could play out and battling for those belts, and then having somebody like Kenny or Ospreay kind of overcome him is great.
Oh, absolutely. Now I know we got to start opening the door and talking to the chat here. But with Forbidden Door, I think that would be the only thing that would make it feel that Forbidden Door-y vibe. I don't know if there's anything else really going on right now that feels like we need this interpromotional, intercompany battle.
Yeah, and what I'll say quickly, I mean, I know some folks out there, and I mean this politely to an extent, but people are we're going to get Stardom. We're going to I understand, but it doesn't have that big fight vibe in a lot of cases with a couple exceptions. There are a couple names out there they announced, a couple bigger names that are going to come in and do something that may be kind of cool. But I think the barrel's pretty empty. I think they all work in. They've all passed through the door.
That's why now CMLL is getting globbed onto it and everything else. That's why it was just New Japan versus AEW. Now it's this promotion, that promotion, this one too.
Right? Yeah, I mean, you got a point for sure. But we'll talk more about that as we go here, folks. Let us know how you're feeling about Forbidden Door. We're still 3 weeks away, so they do have time. But I am very curious how they build. Do people start randomly showing up? We'll find out. But let's get to the people that make this channel what it is. The top 3 from last night: Spaz, Reader, Damien. We appreciate you. That's your super chats, your super stickers, your messages. The more you type, the more you send, the more points you get. You get bonus for the other 2. So make sure you get in that chat. Be active. Have fun. Nice to see new names popping in and out of that top 3. So be there for that. Do not stop. Just blow it up. Hit the little like buttons. Hit all the buttons and keep this rolling. That all being said, it's National Egg Day. I had some eggs today. That's good. Okay.
Well, there you go. Well, hopefully eggs they don't lay an egg. Now, again, we're 2 shows out from Double or Nothing. Do it. So do they start to get some traction back again?
They're going to have to, because I think you said it. They've had almost, pretty close to unanimous. Everyone felt like Double or Nothing was a good show. There's some outliers, but we're going to ignore them. So now as we get into, last week, I think a large number of people felt like it wasn't a great show. Most reasonable people were like, ugh. So yeah, let's go. Everybody keeps talking about, the Fed isn't doing it. The Fed isn't doing it. Well, then, Tony, give them an alternative that they want to watch. If people are tuning in and they're like, what the fuck? Then you're never going to get them.
Yeah. You have to actually be entertaining to draw the people in, kind of what we're trying to be. You can't just put on the show and expect that people show up.
Yeah, we just sit here with our feet up and eat some chicken wings if you want. But
we'd rather talk some wrestling on there, give us some money, all that.
Yeah. But Zach, we got you. Eric, back at it again. Let's go. Red Velvet, the Great, Muhammad Ali, Jade Carhill, all had birthdays. There you go. Happy birthday to them all.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Damn right. Kevin, let's go. Damien, good to see you, the leader of the Hopium tribe. DW back in the house. Let's go. I would usually join JD Boo. No, I'm not kidding. But or Chi-Town. They're not going live. Oh, shucks. Well, we're happy to have you, DW. Welcome to the crew. I know you've been here before, so tell all your friends. Everyone else looking for something to watch tonight, bring them over. Let's go. They'll never leave.
Yeah, bring over the whole JD crew. We'll turn them, we'll convert them.
At least, can't wait for. I almost put my foot in my mouth, but I'm going to behave. Garrett, how you doing? Welcome back. Damien, we got you. Clay Lewis, how you doing? Ken, Nick here again. Let's go. Nick
and
on a
finally
Wednesday.
not a 3-hour show. Holy crap.
Right. MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol on the loose tonight. As always, Z-Man, let's go. Boston's back with it. Eric again, we appreciate you. Leo Rush is going to be in action. We'll talk about him coming up. We'll see how this is going. And the Briscoe thing, well, I mean, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh, those were birthdays as well, by the way. Damien got you. Dropkick in the house. Summertime shakeup. AEW needs to start mixing things up. One of the things I do want to talk about as this show goes on is like AEW. I kind of agree with Dropkick saying, but we'll get into it as far as does it need a bit of an overhaul? Do we need to kind of flip some of this shit that we're getting? But we'll get into it.
We'll definitely need some shakeup. I'll say that, you know.
Perfect.
It's all sticks and stems out there right now.
Facts, sticky icky. But MDB, why are you looking so swaggy? You know, feeling great, feeling good. How are you, my guy? But appreciate it. You know, we got to be live. It's tricky. Right. Some days don't go so well. Nick Khan, let's go. We'll star that one. We can talk about Nick Khan. I'm not sure how much you've seen of it. I haven't seen a lot. All right. Almighty, how you doing? Let's go. Cherokee George, Rick, how are you, buddy? Jerome's back at it. Busy on a Wednesday already. Almighty, how you doing? Jose got you. Ronan got you. Mr. Carpenter's in the house. Sean Reed's with us. The list is long, and we like it that way. Denisha, let's go. Who else out there? Get in that chat. Bradley got you. Welcome. Nick didn't tag you, and because you didn't know you were gonna be here. There you go.
It's all good, my guy.
Just always tag him. Welcome. He tags everyone else. We'll tag him back.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll take it. I got enough notifications as it is. I can take it.
Right. What's up, Ken? We'll come back to you. Byron, how you doing? Weed Leaf, let's go. Weed Leaf, I like it.
Yeah.
I used to get my vitamins from a place called Weed Leaf. But anyway, Z-Man, how you doing? Welcome back. MDB, we got you. Daniel Berry, Sports Highlights. Welcome. The Solution. And I made it to the bottom. Let's go. Did I miss anybody?
Not that I can see, but pause on making it to the bottom.
Let's go, right? Sean Reed shouting out Damien. Damien is our new prediction champ. And coming up, we're going to have like a mega prediction title in the sense of we're going to have at least 3 shows on one predictions. At least 3 shows.
Yeah, that'll be the mega championship. You'll be Dom Mysterio. It's the Ultra Unified Undisputed Championship.
Right, let's go. That's jokes. Paul saying, I watched multiple episodes of AEW on HBO last night, and my God, was it refreshing. And then you start seeing all the neckbeard style wrestlers come in and just changed for the worst. That's fair. I think there's a large contingent of people out there. I got a brother that feels that way. That I love this company. It was going so well, and then what the fuck happened? Like a lot of people have said that.
Has it even really actually progressed though since then? Like that's the thing.
No.
Like that, and maybe it's not even exactly what happened. Did it just stagnate?
That's a big part of it. And as I mentioned while I was going through roll call, it's just like it just feels like it's all the same moving parts, just mixed up. And how long people are talking about, hey, when is when is Charlotte and Alexa going to break up, or when is the Vision going to break up? Like things that have been happening for a lot less time than when is Kyle Fletcher going to leave the Callis family? When is Kenny going to take on someone other than one of his core group of friends? Like when does this shake up a little? When does it feel Moxley every week in, week out, week like as I am getting the violence warning.
I'm getting the end of Big Bang.
Subsafe, let's go. Alex is in the house. I heard someone is coming back tonight. Well, that's the rumor. There is a wild card. I got Roosh right away.
Oh, no way. Like I said, I'm getting end credits. So you just.
All right, I'll hold up.
If I can find you.
Right.
When will the Death Riders do something? Just poke
That's
them with a stick.
Isn't that crazy though? Like they've been like, and people praise them to the death, pun intended, maybe.
Right. I have Roosh getting interviewed by Renee.
Okay, I'm gonna try and find something more obvious than just his face.
Fair enough.
You will get the horns. It's the funniest shit. He hasn't said it yet.
No.
I mean, he's not a bad promo. Like, he's intense. I believe him. He seems serious.
Roosh was good when they brought him in like Ring of Honor. And then
he was good as Ring of Honor champ.
Yeah, and then they just kind of brought him up and didn't know what to do with
him. Okay, let me know when you get MJF. Not to spoiler. Okay. What? That's a crazy spot. We might be opening with this.
That would be surprising as hell. So then what do you main event with? You were doing this in reverse order?
Alex Windsor versus question mark.
The wild card? Then it's got to be like a
you got Maxwell?
Boy. No, I've still yet to get Maxwell. Now I've got Maxwell.
Oh, if you're the
little catchphrase, smack.
Yeah, if you're the bull, then call me the matador. So we got a scrap as Roosh was cutting a pre-show promo. Or no, this was from earlier today. So they started the show with an earlier today clip. I would have done the pyro and everything and then done the clip, but I'm just being picky.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's 6 to 1, half does the other. But
start with the energy.
Virginia in the corner.
Right. But I guess they're trying to jazz us up for this match tonight, Nick. Did that help?
No.
Are you feeling hard?
Show and everything. He's not on the level with the devil.
He's not on the level with the devil. We know Roosh is not beating MJF tonight.
And that's what I hate seeing in any sort of world title, any sort of title match, any sort of big match. I shouldn't know that it's very much one-sided.
Yeah, you can have a heavy favorite. We've talked about this a lot. Like often the champion should be the favorite when, Ric Flair or Hogan or you pick it through history,
it's like
Bret
a
Hart.
60-40, a 70-30. It's not a 95-5.
Well, in this case, it feels like, 99-1. Like, it feels like there's like a 1% chance they do something crazy.
100%. I'm telling you by that silhouette, that's like Shafir or somebody.
It looks Sasha-esque, but I saw people trying to analyze it earlier, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, they're going through the card.
Oscar versus Davis should be solid.
I kind of like. Now we go back to Roosh. It's a weird start to the show. Like, if you're gonna start with the match, do the slap spot. Andrade here to talk to Roosh.
Andrade's shaking hands.
So this might be kind of the new and improved Los Ingobernables.
If they do this, then Tony might be cooking. All right, well, let's. Where we got it from, and you know where we got it from.
Right, let's turn that burner up a little because I need some sizzle.
Simmer saute.
Now, if you book this match to get to Andrade, I mean, okay, it's a little more palatable, I guess. It's because they don't know how to write angles.
But see, that's the thing is, to your regular viewer, why is Andrade talking to Roosh outside of, hey, they're kind of heels and they're both, Spanish lucha, wrestlers and everything like that. To your sicko audience, which is mostly your AEW audience, they get the LIJ connection and now how this, could extrapolate.
Right. So the world title
match.
The world title I thought would be the main event tonight is opening the show. But if you were going to kind of put this first, Nick, I think you got to get to it. I think there was like the commentary team can tell you what's coming up tonight without stopping the whole show to show you all the graphics. Like to me, get into it, get going. A little of a puttery start.
Should you have just skipped the earlier today segment completely, start with the pyro, go to Roosh and Andrade, and then go into the match of, we're going to just start with it. We're starting off with a bang.
Yeah, I wouldn't have, if you want to leave that in.
The dose of Roosh did it for me.
Yeah, the double dose of Roosh was unnecessary, especially when you split it up with talking, right? Like, do the pyro, go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dynamite. welcome to Dynamite. We got the main event tonight. We can't wait. It's It's MJF and Roosh. Look what happened earlier today. They show the clip. They go to the interview. The interview ends in a schmoz, and now we're all jazzed about, oh shit, what's coming. Maybe at the top of the hour, you give us a little taste of them backstage or in the locker room, or you do the Andrade thing then. But to do it all in 4 minutes, being a little picky. I
completely agree that then with what you were saying, that this shouldn't even start the show. Because you were talking about setting that up as that being the main event.
I would have set it up as the main event.
Yeah. But look. It comes out as a matador. Let's go.
El Matador MJF.
With the Burberry inside. Oh, this is why I love this man. This is why he was my number one draft pick on our fantasy draft. Why I'm a scarf carrying member.
I mean, did he already have it in case he had to fight Roosh? Or did he go and get it within a week? He
might have just had it for when he was down there wrestling Mystico and everything.
Right? Yeah, maybe. So the Matador, MJF, I will put a poll up, folks. A little surprised, but we are opening with MJF and Roosh. Does this mean this match is going to not be like a 20-minute, barn burner?
I don't know if they're actually going to give this a good bit of time because, we got Matador Maxwell out here. So right. He's got to undo all of his, gear and everything. If they're starting the show with it, you can't just, it ends in a schmoz? Who runs in, who breaks it up?
Yeah, how do we go about this? So it's very curious. Roosh getting some cheers and shit, which is crazy. Like, Roosh is actually getting over with the fan base a little.
Is the catchphrase, you get the horns working, but it doesn't. He always says it after they say it. You got to say it in simpatico.
Right. Yeah, it's funny, but it's almost getting over ironically because a lot of us are saying it a lot, but not with him kind of, at him. Harms. But it's catchy. You got to have something.
Well, and Jeff getting Justin to do, the whole unique entrance.
There will be an overrun tonight. Yeah, no. We know that Dynamite is a 2-hour and 15-minute show. We know that.
But now if this is going on first, what do you do with the main event?
Ospreay and Davis?
Or do you really save the wild card towards the end, like to the main event? Then it has to be somebody big.
The only way you can put it in the main event spot if it's somebody epic, and I would not bring that person back at 10:04. Like, don't do that. Like, do it during your confines of your 2 hours.
That's the thing, is you would maybe start Ospreay Davis and then carry it over into the overrun of folks. We got to stay for this. It's, still going, and you can do the care of. You can't start matches in the overrun. Roosh throwing bombs out the gate. Oh, he just hopped to it in that man's face.
Dead.
Just spit. Yeah, no, this match now. Now I'm just sweating dead. For real.
Yeah. DED. Like, we're not fucking around. Run. Are you kidding me? The eye poking.
That's the thing, is I just don't feel like there's anybody that's like a CM Punk to an MJF. When CM Punk was in AEW, there's not a great counterpuncher that he can spar with.
No, because all your baby faces suck. And the one guy that I think is going to be great with MJF, and I think they should already be doing it. They shouldn't have fucked around with Darby. They shouldn't be fucking around with Roosh. They should have just got into the fact that, because you could run Will Ospreay MJF from now all the way to August. Like, they don't need to be apart. You just let them hate each other. You let them fight. You set up a couple matches building to the big match, but that is the guy that will get in the ring and give the big rah-rah speech to kind of shut down the complete opposite in MJF. Other than that, there's no, like, Moxley, Darby, saw that. That was terrible. Who?
And is that what at times hampers and dampers MJF's promos of like now
right.
He's having to overcompensate for everybody.
Yeah, and I think in some of the cases, like we were saying about mixing things up or some things feeling very stale, like if you run them back against a Kenny or a Hangman, we've already heard all the punches. What new do you have? Tell them something they don't know about me.
Exactly. Well, when did this become a no DQ? Because he's out there using the cables. Right,
he's allowed. It is apparently a Roosh. Roosh is allowed to use the electrical cord. I don't get it.
There's a Roosh rule.
Every match, bro.
Oh, Roosh rule.
Guardrail. That looks ouch.
Drop toe holded into a chair.
I hope this turns into a fucking shoot. Let's go. Come on now.
Spaz with a $10 super chat. 9 days ago, I was celebrating 1600 with y'all. They needed a barricade. Today, I'm happy to say 1800 in the books and NXT night hangouts are a thing of last night. Thank you, everyone. Catch State of Wrestling later tonight. Shout out.
Thank you for the 10 bones.
Nair, what up? Did you hear Boston saying they already had announced that Davis and Ospreay was going to be the main event? I had not heard it was going to be the main event. So thank you, Boston. I think someone else mentioned it as well. All right. So you have Speedball Kevin Knight. My issue with Speedball and Kevin Knight is I hope this goes more than just tonight. Like, I feel like these guys deserved a runway as your boy is down. And the crowd is chanting for Roosh. It's crazy. And no, sorry, I'm glad you kept talking because you kind of broke me there for half a minute because right literally on my screen as MJF went up over the barricade, you just went, all right. So like, it fit too perfectly. Like,
all right.
Acknowledged it and just kept it moving. So it was just too perfect. Yeah. Why is this so competitive?
But the crowd's in love. Oh, he ripped the turnbuckle off and the crowd goes nuts. The ref's like, hey, now.
You're an all-star. Get your game on.
Yeah, look, and the ref's like, well, continue on. We don't have to fix this.
Yeah. You did it right in front of you, Remsburg. Like, is it just that MJF's such a good heel that everybody becomes a great babyface against him? Holy shit.
The crowd's going, is really into this. Stomping the shit out of him. What a bitch. Look at this bitch champion.
Oh.
I kind of like this, actually, now that we think about it.
Can we really... We've said if the live crowd really likes it, can we super hate on it?
You got to give him credit. And I mean, you're right. Like, MJF's such a dick that they're cheering for Roosh, the Hirons guy that has been an asshole. He's been an asshole for 5 years in this company, and they're cheering him tonight because that guy is the biggest heel in the company by far.
The babyface choked the heel out with an extension cord, and people cheered.
Right? But would this not, like you said earlier, like this is, so dumb. You moron. Roosh.
The Harns, they are a calling.
So MJF throws Roosh into the exposed turnbuckle that the ref never fixed.
So bad. They cut to the replay as he was doing the Toro taunt on the top of the turnbuckle.
I'm begging some of these people that make this show to watch some fucking pro wrestling, like old pro wrestling. I thought Tony was a wrestling mark. I don't understand when they don't do simple shit that is so important. And the refs being completely and utterly useless in this company is mind-numbing.
Yeah, as now
we got a bleeder. Blood. He's gushing. Opening match of Dynamite. We got blood.
Well, this has somehow been a competitive match as Nair up there with a $4.99. KJ and Big Nick, if they give title to Rush and take off MJF, Nick will be upset because MJF biggest. If Rush wins this might be just a KJ solo stream for the rest of the night out here.
Right. But 1% chance. 1% chance.
Yeah, but this 1%'s getting over like Rover out here, getting actually cheered and getting,
Yeah. So what happens now is Roosh gets all this fanfare and then goes back to Collision.
Spinebuster. Oh, he fucking cracked the back of his head with that spine buster.
That was a beautiful spine buster, actually. Crisp. But he is gushing blood. MJF's covered in blood. MJF's got that evil look on his face, Nick.
Don't go to commercial. Don't go to commercial. I'll be glad if they actually just go commercial free through this.
Right. What's up, Brandon? Let me check on the chat real quick. 77% of the chat.
Now the ref gives about the open exposed turnbuckle.
Oh, no, he hits it. Like, fucking hell.
You saw it happen in front of you. You saw everything that's happened with it. Yeah, you could see MJF rolling and blading, by the way.
He's blading. Like, stop zooming in on him. Hey, production, cam 3, please. What the fuck are we doing? So, an opening Dynamite match. Let's be real, Nick. Come on. Let's be honest.
No, he didn't blade. Okay.
I thought he was blading for sure.
It looked because he went right above his forehead, but that's still good selling, but okay.
Good. All right. We apologize. But still, opening match of Dynamite. World title match. There's bleeding. It's intense. The crowd's into it. Are they setting themselves up to nosedive?
Honestly, a bit. I mean, I didn't expect it to crowd to be Ryan Wizard. 1, 2, 2 go. I didn't expect the crowd to be like this with Roosh. Like, this is getting me into it.
This is better than the Darby match.
Oh, I'm into it.
Right? I'm with you, man. Like, I'm fucking the crowd's into it. I'm into it. You're into it. The good match.
Roosh I want to hate it, but I can't hate it.
I hate the place. This is better than MJF and Darby.
Yes.
And it's something where you're like, oh, that guy probably could beat MJF.
1, 2, 2 go.
Right? Instead of a little twink.
Pause. Drop kick. Congratulations, Spaz. Robbie, did you know Rush is Dragon Lee's brother? I did not.
Yes.
Oh, well then.
Well, that was the big. Remember when Dragon Lee signed with WWE, and he was in Mexico at the time. Tony Khan thought he had him. Like that was one of like Tony Khan's like early meltdowns where he really was pissed off.
Well, I remember Gravity. Who's Gravity related to?
I think Gravity's the other brother.
Okay, fair enough. Because I remember Gravity was a thing for a moment for a summer, and they just kind of went back and just disappeared off the map.
Right. Well, I don't think we've seen either Clone or Evil Clone in a while.
No.
This match is killing. Salt to the earth.
This is again, though. You better keep this momentum. Why wasn't this like you could have almost done this just right out of Double or Nothing? I don't know if you would have gotten a Roosh response, but goddamn.
This would have been better at Double or Nothing for sure. This match is cooking.
Well,
a couple little things.
Like, honestly, the crowd sold us on this.
Mm-hmm. Like, you probably shouldn't do 2 exposed turnbuckle spots that are just transition moves.
Yeah, maybe. A lot of that was kind of nuts, but yeah.
Right? We can tweak a couple things, but the match is still good as fuck.
Oh, you got the horns. You got the horns.
Hey, Meester.
She's my sister.
My guy. That is amazing. Good. The final start at 8:40. Now I think about it. Perfect. Right time to not watch the main event over here.
And honestly, did they counterbook it? Did they counterbook themselves?
Right.
Yeah, we know. We got till 8:40. We got till 8:30.
We get everything in before 8:40. I'm surprised they didn't make fucking Windsor the main event then. Roosh still covered in blood.
Moxley rubbing himself with his own
right.
blood.
Oh, no way.
Oh
no. Oh, pile driver on the apron.
Look safe-ish. No, good on your Roosh because it actually
he had him tucked tight. Yeah. He pulled his arms across his chest. Like he had him tucked tight. It makes me nervous.
I think we've cracked the code out here, and I know we're gonna say hi to some other people out there. I see a super chat and everything, but I think we've cracked the code now of that they were doing all of this because they know the NBA Finals started about 8:30.
Maybe it's so funny.
So let's see what happens next after this, because this is going to be your big peak in the ratings. It's the double whammy. You coming off of Big Bang, and you're the start of the show, and you're the world title. So yeah.
They're going big.
And you're going to probably get some clicks because people associate Turner with the NBA. So you're going to get some people searching around. Oh, fuck it. There's some wrestling going on while I'm waiting for this.
Right. Yeah. Why is this guy bleeding on my TV? What's this? And some cheers and shit. Let's go. Jokes. This is going to be a good match. It's been, yeah. Rance, welcome back, sir. Getting ready for a 30-minute match. I'm shocked, right? Because we ultimately know, like I said, Roosh has a 1% chance. But this match is so fucking competitive. So it's crazy.
Is it a credit to MJF? And I also asked the question as an MJF diehard, Ryhard, all of that. Should it be this competitive? I know I've said that, but I think with the crowd response and just the way the match is played out, I'm like, all right, okay. I mean, did you humanize MJF with Darby can get an angle on him, can squash him, of now a Mark Briscoe could maybe beat him. A Roosh could maybe beat him.
To an extent, I think, oh, wait. The ref's on the outside of the ring. There's something going on. There's controversy.
Right.
Oh, the ref got knocked out. Did they end the match in the commercial? MJF and
Roosh were unfit to continue. They did it during the commercial.
And they went over.
And continue because reasons.
Roosh knocked out the doctor, not the ref. My bad. Why would they do any of this during the commercial? On a great match. We were having a great match. But are we back to having... It's still going.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So now it's just completely fine. It's not even like you got like the Netflix feed or anything to where you in Canada can sit there and, you can translate it. Well, they actually, during the commercial, they did this or this and this. No, we all just sat there and picture and just saw all this play out in silence. Is Roosh going for a 2 hand on the rope?
Mantis, let's go.
How has this been such a good match?
I like this match way more than I like the Darby one, but now he grabbed the ref. That should be done. You can't grab the ref by the throat.
The doctor and the match continued.
He kept going. After the doctor
said they were unfit to compete.
The doctor says you're unfit to compete. Roosh headbutts him, and the ref's like, carry on.
Yeah. Party on, Wayne.
And we're back on the outside again.
Oh, but the shoulder can't do it.
I hate complaining because I actually do really like this match. One of the best opening matches Dynamite's had in a long time. But again, they just get in their own way. They Tony it up.
Are they in Roosh's hometown or something? Where are they? That this is he's the Rover. He's the greatest wrestler to ever wrestle.
Right. New York Knicks or San Antonio Spurs? Knicks.
It's in my name, and it's still crazy. Roosh
Roosh through the barricade. MJF dodges a bullet.
When's the last time you saw a barricade really explode like that?
Right. Yeah, not in there anyway. I mean, outside of the timekeeper one for WWE every week.
They have their designated spots. It's like you're playing the game of you just know of you can pull something out. Oh, tombstone on the.
Come on.
When is this still no count out, no disqualification? All of this.
This is where they look, and the ref's right there watching a DDT happen on the floor in a regular match.
A tombstone just got hit on a part of the barricade out on the open concrete as MJF is very much holding his knee, and that doesn't seem like that got built up throughout this match. So I'm wondering if that's legit or not. But we even had this get medically stopped. Roosh headbutts the doctor and fight on, and I guess it's clearly fight on because there's no rules anymore.
Yeah, and I know some people out there say, "Oh, who cares?" I just a stickler for, especially the company that brags that like this is real pro wrestling. I think some people out there need to understand the definition or how pro wrestling
really
was supposed to look.
Because Probably. There's nothing.
Oh, he's
yeah.
No way.
His leg actually looks funky. And again, why would they randomly medically stop this in a commercial? And this just gets really weird. Like,
okay. I'm worried. I mean, again, this is where you get nervous when you book a whole bunch of nothing matches. You know, people are getting mad about house show matches. I mean, this is interesting. This match is great.
Get a heat seeker, which would be all legs.
Well, yeah.
Oh, as he gets tossed over it. That's the thing is, I don't recall seeing anything in the match that would make me understand why MJF's selling his leg.
Yeah.
Outside of he's legit hurt.
Yeah. And beyond that, like, do you feel like this match is starting to, like, I'm starting to get disinterested in the match?
On too long.
Right? We were just like, this match is cooking, it's killing, da-da-da. Now I'm like, find the exit.
Doctor stoppage shit killed it.
Might have. Now he misses the drop kick, rolls through, back. Oh, crossface.
Oh. Chicken wing crossface.
Yeah. What the fuck is this finish?
Is this just tap you son of a bit? Like, please end this.
Rose just sticks his tongue out. This match is never gonna end. He gives him the bird. The crowd goes wild. What the fuck is happening?
That's his last.
And then he passes
he's such a badass. Because Bruce is such a badass.
Fuck this company. Come on. They just can't help it. Great match in a lot of ways, but they just fucking hell. Like, Roosh looks like the guy that should be the world champion based on that match. Like, Roosh comes in and kills it tonight.
Yeah, MJF looks like he barely survived. And Roosh, the guy who sat there was in a fatal four-way with Leo Rush and Orange Cassidy and Brian Cage last week, now out here looking like a fucking star. They had us all the way until they did the doctor stoppage bullshit in the commercial.
Mm-hmm.
And then Roosh just headbutts the doctor and we just fight on. That's when you jump the shark. It was a great match until that. It was I should say, good match. I'll walk it back. Good match.
I really, like I said, like we were talking, and like it's this cool thing that kind of happens where you kind of get pulled away and pulled away and pulled away. And now there comes Mark. Great, more mid-card guys for the champ to fight.
Well, again, why is MJF, if he's actually out here with a bad leg, unless he was a great actor, why is he out here going for a belt shot?
Oh,
low blow.
Low blow. I think 2026 is on the verge of breaking records of how many mid-carders have gotten title shots.
Oh, how many people have gotten a title shot are going to win the belt?
Well, Briscoe's not going to win.
So now the rest of the conglomeration come out here.
Yeah.
As I really do wonder if MJF's legitimately actually hurt.
Still selling that thigh. I hope not.
That's the thing is with him, you don't always know because he's that good. He lives the gimmick.
So when's he going to fight Briscoe?
Next week, probably.
Fucking hell.
I mean, he just fought Roosh this week. So, yeah. And again, did not expect that match to be as good as it was until it wasn't.
This is where, to me, they like I said, Tony it up. They con it up. Where you got to go and you don't need to do all the things every time. Like going out into the crowd, not necessary. The tombstone on the floor, not necessary. You did 2 exposed buckle shots in the first 5 minutes of the match, but the match went another 15 minutes. Like, just little things that could clean this up and make it more believable, more respectable. Like, it's just that close.
Well, Killy Willie out here even saying, so all the matches they've had, the craziest happened, and they're going to stop this one. And they stopped it during a commercial.
Yeah. What?
No, I was just saying, well, you were agreeing with that one. I just said that, well, they stopped it during a commercial to where nobody could see it. Like, it's not like you had the exclusive and us, the American audiences, didn't get it. No, nobody heard what was going on.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Like, no clue at all as to what the scenario was. We come back and we catch half a sentence. The half a sentence we hear is both men were ruled unable to continue. I think there was something akin to that. So we think the match is over, but then they're still fighting. But we also saw Rush just lay out the doctor, which I think somebody should say something. Again, like little dumb shit things that seem nitpicky to some. I just, don't have the electrical cord spot. Don't have the tombstones on the floor. Keep it in the ring. It was a great match. It really was. It's just, I started getting bored. Even though they're doing stuff, I'm like, all right.
You don't want to wait too long there, though. As Boston saying that was a great match. Well done, AEW. I hope this helps in Rush because he killed it tonight.
I'd be shocked if it did. I'd be nice. It would be nice, but I'd be shocked.
Almighty, it really wasn't that bad, guys. I enjoyed the match. 8 out of 10. Now Rush can go for the Ring of Honor Championship.
Wait, why? What? I mean, that doesn't feel like that. Feels like such a drop off.
Well, now what do you do with Rush? Like you even said, coming out of that match, he's the one that almost looks like he should be the champion.
I would like to see them book him in some stuff and make it make sense. And, maybe it has some tie into Andrade. Maybe there's something there, but the crowd's behind him. The crowd's cheering for him. So Tony's got to hear the audience, no?
Well, it was there and then it wasn't there. That's the thing is like, that's part of what got us even fully into that match was the crowd was fully behind. I didn't expect Rush to get that kind of response. I'm sorry, sir. I guess I wasn't familiar with your game.
Right. No, Rush can go, man. He's a vet. He's been around. He's had a lot of matches. He's been up and down the roads. And that is undeniable. But yeah, I mean, a really, really strong match. Like, arguably one of the matches of the week. Went a bit long at the end of it, but ultimately, yeah, it works for me.
Right. So, still got Briscoe in the ring. So, what are we
now? Briscoe's going to have a match?
And for everyone that likes to say Carlos Silva's in a certain seat, is Mark Briscoe kind of in that certain seat, especially when it comes to being around this world title and everything? Like he's always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah. I mean,
like every story he's ever involved in, it seems.
Yeah, he feels like, it's the conglomeration that holds up. What is happening?
What the fuck is going on?
What is happening?
Everybody froze. Is Glacier here? Oh, because of Leo Rush. Because of Schmiegel. Because of Gotham. Because of
Blackheart Leo Rush.
No, this is Blackheart Leo Rush. Right now, this is. On one hand, is it halfway getting over like a Danhausen? He almost like
no.
There was people, and I almost kind of was like wanted to see him just win the Fatal 4-Way over Rush, over his constituent, and just to see what would happen. Like they're clearly going with this. So
look, when they look back, they all stop again. Sorry, they literally like he stopped up, and when he looked over his shoulder, they all froze again.
Red light, green light, red light.
So Mark Briscoe just comes out and chases off the world champion. And then turns around and has a match with Leo Rush, who's crawling around gimmicky as fuck.
Yeah, well, speaking of being chased off, I think I've been chased off, sir. So you can have this one here.
There you go. I don't blame you. But Leo Rush, Mark Briscoe in the ring. And don't get us wrong. Don't get me wrong. As far as both Nick and I liked the match. We do like the match. It's just, again, you want to see Tony learn to edit himself a little, control it a little. The extra stuff is a bit of an issue. I started feeling like the match was long. I started kind of checking out by the time they got where they were going, and there was probably a couple, especially if MJF's going to retain, you could have probably got out of that quicker, and not a lot quicker, but just the overkill. The overkill becomes a question, especially an opening match on a Dynamite. Oh wait, redneck kung fu, big kick. Leo wobbles back. Panic at the Briscoe. Mark Briscoe really is the best person you could find. I love Mark Briscoe, so it's so challenging in these scenarios with Mark Briscoe as what to do, how should it look. I would love for him to be booked. I thought there was an angle, a possibility where he really could have been a world champ and everybody would have been behind him. They had an opportunity to have a big groundswell for it, and I think they missed the boat. I really do. But Mark Briscoe kind of falls into that Dolph Ziggler role where we like him, he's good, but he's just there to put other people over. And anytime someone needs an L, Briscoe's usually, popping up to hand it off. Question, Nick. Do you think there are plans for Roman and Rollins? That was sneaky. I see what you did here, sir. That's kind of sneaky. Versus EO. Liv versus EO, maybe. Not quite sure yet. Roman Rollins has been kind of teased, but a lot of other things have to happen. Now, I mean, if Braun's injured again, you might have to go Roman Rollins sooner than later. As down goes Leo Rush to the outside. Mark Briscoe looks like he smells cheese. Like cheese. Oh, blockbuster off the apron. And little creepy Leo Rush taking a beating. I'm not quite sure if Mark Briscoe beating the shit out of Leo Rush is helping Leo's gimmick. What's up, Reds? Good match with a kind of dumb ending and aftermath. It was a really good match. I don't want to dismiss the match. Again, just from a paying attention standpoint, I do feel like there's just they can't help but go all the way every time. I mean, it's a bit much, and the whole angle during the commercial break, I didn't love. That's it. That was kind of my two big cruxes. Do they really bringing someone back that will lose to Windsor? I think if you bring back Riho, yeah. But if it's Monet, no. Yeah, there's a good chance that Windsor's going to lose this. Mark Briscoe looks like he smokes cigarettes in the house. That's jokes. It's time for game one. Game one of the NHL playoffs went last night. Carolina looking good. Let's go. How y'all liking the show? Did I mean Vegas? I meant Vegas. Did I mean Vegas? Who did I mean? Yeah, Vegas. There we go. Carolina looks good, but Vegas is doing Vegas things. Game 2 tomorrow. Windsor versus Mercedes or Britt. I still, the Britt thing, I don't know. And to be honest, AR1, if you are able to get Britt back to AEW, I feel like you have to do it bigger than, a mystery opponent in the Owen on a Dynamite. To me, getting Britt back to AEW should be something huge, like a main event moment, a pay-per-view moment, something bigger than, an opening round match against Windsor. That's just, to me, not enough if it's Britt Baker. But that's just my 2 cents. Ruby Soho, I mean, how ready is she? I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen her. She's out there being a mama. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's another one of the long list of names that just kind of come and go. Could it be like an Anna Jay? Could it be a Tay? I know they're trying to do tag team stuff, but they're kicking around. AEW wanted to put a big match on before the NBA Finals started. Yeah, Joe, I think Nick and I talking it out so far tonight kind of felt like, yeah, that's maybe kind of what they did here, right? But it's just a weird way to book a wrestling show. I see fans online like, Cody gives Ricky Saints a match or Carmelo Hayes a match, and why is the champion fighting this guy? And why is I mean, again, are we super rigid? Are we super lax? Where's the happy medium in it all, right? But Leo Rush running around, Briscoe down on the mat. There's something missing. Dun, dun, dun. Another case of just because you can doesn't mean you should. Yeah, Willie, I'm with you, bud. I mean, I think that it's just a little too gratuitous, right? Like, it's like me going back for that second dessert. I mean, it looks good, it sounds good, but oftentimes it's probably a bad choice. And I wouldn't change much about the match. It's just kind of, again, if you do the turnbuckle spots and they're just in the beginning and one gets his head busted open, but then you keep going and then there's a choke spot. Like, the rules have to matter, right? Like, if you really want some of the fans out there to kind of buy into what you're doing, you're going to have to adhere to some type of rule book, like one way or the other, as long as you're consistent. Okay, everybody can, if they choose to, choking somebody with an object that's around the ring is not a DQ. Fine, that's your rule, right? Go extreme, like go whatever, but be consistent. The refs are absolutely useless in AEW, as Briscoe and Rush are just screaming at each other. Yeah. Now we get palms to the chest. Mark Briscoe right now as we speak, folks. Crowd cheers a bit. TK thinks losses and flips get people over. Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, just editing, just fixing things up a little bit. And the idea of trying to the goal is we need to get out of this with everyone looking good. And you can't always do that. And you can't, there's a time and place. And if Rush is a guy that needs, you want Rush to look good in there with the champ, then maybe right now is not the time to do the Rush match. However, it was better than the Darby match. I will 100% argue anybody on that. I thought the Rush match was better than the Darby match. But Big Short clothesline, double underhooks. This match is 2-2-2-2. I love Mark Briscoe. Leo's Leo. Big spinning enziguri. Oh, and they botched. He went for the cutter and they fucked it up. Cutthroat driver. Rush has been getting a push on Ring of Honor as well. Had a squash match on the last pay-per-view. That's crazy. Squash match on a pay-per-view. Briscoe gets the win. We have a bit of a mix-up at the end, but he hits the finish, and it's over. Mark Briscoe takes out Leo Rush. What does this mean? Let's ask Nick.
I genuinely feel bad I left you with that match. Because that was such, like...
You should, actually. What the fuck? It was shite. It was shite. Like straight up shite. Oh, now he's gonna mic.
I was about to come back. I was in the bathroom and everything, and then just here, and they botched. Then
it's over. So Briscoe's got a mic.
You gotta sing the song,
Mr. Cameraman. So Leo's trying to build up this creepy gimmick. Everyone's so afraid of them, they stop walking, and then he goes out and loses. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck, Nick?
What do you do with it? He has, like, is he just Danhausen? Is he their version of Danhausen? We're going to just, people like creepy, right? Creepy. We're just going to shove him out here. I don't know what you do with him. Like, he's not exactly over, but he's not exactly a jobber. Like, he's in that nougaty middle. Oh, that just is nothingness.
All you had to do was like book him against members. I know technically Briscoe's one of them, so I'm gonna kind of step on my own toe here. But you put him in a weird angle with Orange Cassidy, the other kind of gimmicky guy, right? And they have it like when Roosh is walking down the hallway, Orange is like standing still with his hands in his pocket, and Roosh is like can't see him when he stands still. And you can play it in the match
He's
too,
like competitor. Yeah, get to the top.
Yeah, just don't move. But that's what I mean. Like, okay, if you're going to try and get this silliness over, you got to book it accordingly. Throwing it in a match with Briscoe, who wants to fight the champion, and having him lose, well, now his gimmick's dumb. It means nothing.
Like he should be running out. Was just having a banger with Roosh.
Yeah, like Leo should be popping up and like jumping on people's backs and gouging their eyes, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
And by the way, I got the movie reference wrong. It would have been a T-Rex with just don't move. I did the Predator. It should have been the T-Rex.
That water be shaking. Yeah, pushing Roosh in Ring of Honor and on AEW at the same time makes zero fucking sense. And pushing anybody on Ring of Honor makes zero fucking sense. With Athena. But it's been a waste. It's been a waste. And you haven't pushed Athena because she only comes up to AEW for tournaments to do a job.
But I think she should win this tournament unless you're going to get...
I agree with you.
Does Tony have somebody in the chamber that's just going to get some headlines? Like, even if it is a DMD, like
Dakota
you said, it may be on a pay-per-view, but you do it here and it gets headlines. It gets clicks. It gets attention.
Dakota Kai, Shotzi Blackheart, Gigi Dolan.
Those have been some... Dakota's been a name I've seen thrown out there.
The thing right now is Shotzi and Gigi are killing the indies. Like, they are on tons of shows. Their own little side projects are killing. Week by week.
Straight at you.
I can see what he had for dinner.
Yeah.
Now, Mark is a super popular babyface, and everyone is quiet right now. That's because of how you've organized all this.
But I think it's also they want to just hear what he has to say. Like, there was a time to where Mark Briscoe could have, should have, almost would have
world
been
champion.
World champion. And then
they should have.
The ship was leaving before they decided to dock.
So he's threatening to beat up the champion.
And
this is a long story.
Conflicted because we all love Mark Briscoe, but at the same time, we've seen him take on MJF how many times?
That's what I mean.
All go in the same way.
Everything feels the same in this company right now. Everything in this company feels like we've been there. We've the same promos, the same lines, the same insults, the same bullshit, random over gimmicky stuff. Another stadium stampede, but you know what? This time, fucking 20 more guys. Let's throw them all in there. Like, at what point, like, nothing feels fresh to me. Like, whatever people want to say about WWE, Oba Femi, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, a little bit longer in the tooth, but that's fair. But you have all these names, and now we're talking about Blake Monroe and Ricky Saints, and there's a lot of things that if you don't like the booking, fine. But as a company, right now as a fan, I feel like it's some fresh shit. But
this is very much of same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Moxley's still ambiguous. Briscoe is still kind of ambiguous as well. Kind of has no true direction. The tag team division is still pretty much the FTR and the Young Bucks. And there's nothing in the past, would you say, 2 to 3 years of AEW's really changed over?
It's been a while. And at one point, you had some influx. So like, oh shit, we're going to get Kenny Moxley. Those were the early days where we got excited when Mox first showed up. Was
Hangman the biggest transition, or did that even feel like it was same as it ever was because it was his second run with the belt?
A little bit. But now, again, Hangman has a problem with coming in, going after the title, and leaving if he's not involved.
Yeah, that's the thing is now you've killed that whole gimmick to death.
Right. And Mark Briscoe, who I love dearly, just dropped a Stephen King-esque fucking promo in length. As tonight, Speedball against the Jet.
Yeah. Soccer Moms Unite, very much a HOA meeting as we're getting the replay of Kevin Knight's semi-heel turn. I still don't get his
so fucking... You let me down, Darby. Why was Darby your hero? Maybe you need better heroes. That
wasn't even the whole thing that he said in the promo, but it's the only thing that made a fucking sense or made any had any relevance to anything.
Literally,
he has no motivation as a heel.
Super squeaky clean baby face, and you could really build up him in Speedball, which we're getting a package for now. I mean, if this is a one and done, not my favorite choice.
I just don't even like this as a choice.
I like Speedball versus Knight for the TNT title. I like that as an angle. Kevin Knight gets arrogant, turns on him. I don't mind those two fighting each other.
Should they have even been a tag team though? Is Kevin Knight good enough that he should have just been single?
I don't hate them being a tag team because again, babyface tag team. We don't have many of those. Good ones anyway. I mean, I don't hate it, and it kind of got them in here. And then I don't mind them breaking up. Speedball's super babyface, Kevin's super heel, and they'll have good matches. They know each other. They've known each other for a long time. They'll have really good matches. The payoff will be good. This match tonight should be good.
Oh, so we're getting Ospreay versus Davis, and then next week at Summer Blockbuster in Cincinnati, OHIO.
Sky Blue and Surrey.
Yes, so we're getting Brody and Swerve. We've got Persephone versus Hazuki.
On Collision, yeah. Tonight, wild card. They're not doing that now, are they?
I don't know. I thought we were going
Hey! Let's go.
We were going into Kevin Knight and Speedball, and now we're getting Tekla.
My absolute favorite, Thekla in the building, and her and not Fatal Influence.
Well, yeah, the Twisted Sisters there, the Toxic Triangle, she really has been kind of.
She's so good.
Has she been since Tony's left? She's been the true linchpin of this division. They tried to make it stat. They tried to do this. They tried to do that.
Yeah.
This is really all rotated around Tekla.
It's fucking my ears. Let's go. Dude, she's the only one that's had the belt since Tony that did have some personality that captures your attention.
She's like the best on the mic in the division.
Oh, for sure. She's one of the best in the company with cutting a fun promo.
Give me her versus. Did we never get her versus Tony? I think there were two ships passing in the night of when Tony was getting taken out by Ronda and the crew.
Fact checkers.
Yeah.
Sorry, fact checkers. I can't. I'm trying to remember. I know when she debuted, it was Hater. So Thekla's just hyping up the Sisters of Sin, which is good. And I like Sky Blue. I like Julia. It does look like the cool teen mom all grown up, and now her daughter. She hangs out with her daughter and her daughter's friend, and she's cool. She lets them smoke.
She's even walking the camera up. She just has that personality that just draws you in.
Yeah. Very charismatic and fun and crazy. And I love the crazy ones. They got a hint of crazy. Let's go.
And she's saying how she's going to close that forbidden door as they randomly pull out a ladder.
Yums.
Death to stardom.
Yums.
She's declaring death to stardom. A ladder?
It wasn't already clear enough. So
it wasn't clear.
It's going to be a ladder match?
It wasn't clear, Thekla.
Oh, she's going to headbutt? Oh, she spit on the LED logo of stardom for Forbidden Door.
Okay, so she's going to fight. Okay. All right, that was a lot to get where we got. I was like, okay.
Instantly, Excalibur, we'd like to apologize for blah blah blah.
Oh, shut the fuck up. He's the worst. So they're saying tonight, and then they're saying tonight. All right, I'll be right back. They're playing with my emotions, Smokey.
Yeah, well, Stardom now too. It's interesting because they weren't part of the New Japan sale from Bushi Road. So that's the thing, is now this is where the Forbidden Door aspect gets interesting, because this will be the first one technically under new management. I know that they've pretty much said the existing dates aren't going to change or anything. But now it'll be interesting to see that relationship going forward. And maybe now that's why I know Tekla has the connection to Stardom. So again, there's going to be a lot of sickos that are going to really enjoy that whole moment. And I get it, and it makes sense. But I'm also a smart Mark fan that tries to consume as much wrestling as possible. So, but there is also that aspect of who AEW probably still has to deal with. As far as the crossovers, right now probably all that they own is Stardom, so now they don't know where they might stand with New Japan going forward, so it's interesting to see. But I am in commercial break right now, so I see we're at almost 90 people out here. Let's see if we can get that triple digits out here, as we're already almost through the first hour of AEW Dynamite. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. And again, there's been some good moments, and then there's been some bad moments. There's been some moments to where they went too long, and maybe even some moments they went too short. Pause. But MDB and James laughing at KJ. Lady B, those shoulder pads are shouldering. Oh, very much they were. But Tekla is one of those that she has become a pillar. I always hate using that term, especially with AEW, but she's become the anchor for the women's division since Tony's gone on hiatus. I know that's not how you say that word, but I messed it up and I ran with it. But now it's like almost what you're seeing with Liv, and there you go, 316, a reference there, of now who's a viable challenger for Tekla. Because she's already ran through a stat. She's already ran through, Willow's on the sideline. She's already ran through Amina. Who's left out there? Could it be just an Athena? And that's where that would still be a fucking fantastic match. And maybe we can get there, and that's the long play. But in the meantime, I'd like to see something else too. Well, especially if you're building the Forbidden Door. But I'm getting a Supergirl commercial. Lady BRCU, as we're out there rocking 190. 10 more, 9 more, 8 more. Let's get to that triple digits out here. 100%. No, we need more sanitizers. No. It's funny you say that now, as I've got the Death Riders, which when did Ospreay become a pimp named Slickback? This man looking like he's auditioning for the Greasers with this fucking hairdo. Now's the time to discard them. So where is KJ? Of course, the moment that Jon Moxley shows up on screen is while KJ is on a pause. But Ospreay giving his words of wisdom to Ospreay taking on Mark Davis in the semifinals for the Owen, which it was the last time that Mark Davis and Ospreay fought that the Death Rider sat there and kidnapped Ospreay. So fade complete, come full circle. Roman, what up? Frankie, Tekla, Kane in the bypass, so many W with ease. Can't wait for Tony Storm to return. Absolutely. And I wonder if, when, where, and how they do that. That's going to be the big mystery, because remember, they were doing the investigation and they kind of gave it up pretty fast. James, what up? Oh, for real? I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's ass. I'm starting to see it. What are you starting to see, Moxley? That he's out there willing to work for a hot dog and a handshake. What are we doing out here? I still agree with Kenny of why did you go to the guys who broke your neck to get help on how you should be a better wrestler after you broke your neck, after they kidnapped you and everything. Andrade out here. So I believe an unannounced match right now. So who is Andrade taking on? Tekla has really stepped up to the plate here in AEW as far as the women's. Oh, for sure. I think she's very much become the face of the division. She's very much been, I dare say, a smooth transition between her and Tony. Like it doesn't. I don't want to fully say it hasn't dropped a step. I think it's more of just been how they've been booked since then. The quality is there, just the quantity may not. And I know it was a whole Twitter argument across everybody and all the IWCs and all the social medias of, well, they gave a whole whopping minute last week to the women's division in a 3-hour show, but they main evented it with a match that started completely in the overrun is Andrade out here with the hoochies. Or the hoochie. The hooches. But yeah, kind of I'm surprised they're still going to Latin Lover Andrade, but very much it's interesting I entirely lost my train of thought. I got caught up in the Hoochie Mama. But let me know, folks, who you got for this match, whether you've got Andrade versus I entirely forgot to catch the name of who he's taking on. So tell me you've got Andrade for this match in how many minutes? Oh, and that's still such a clean ass finisher. The boot in it and pulls him back up with the boot into the spinning back elbow. The Judas effect, whatever you want to call it. Eddie tries to do a version of it. Jericho tries to do a version of it. And none of them work the same as Andrade with an easy 1, 2, 3 versus Dante Nachen. James Paul, Jose, you hear crickets during Andrade's entrance? I did not. Andrade's music need to be big pen. Big pen. I don't think they can get the license for that. Imagine how much they pay, but I feel you that nah. Let's go to the nation, make up. So Andrade's out here cutting a promo saying how he wants the world title. I really want it. I really need it. You've been my friend, MJF. But how you know? If this is where they're going to go with it, I mean, I don't hate it. I think it's weird with the Briscoe thing that they did earlier, and why you made Roosh look so competitive. I think you would have made it more MJF dominant and MJF heavy if this is where you were going to go with it. But yeah, this would make the most sense for at least a Forbidden Door because this is why I keep saying he's an IWGP champion. This is where you would involve New Japan. How do you know that I can't beat you? Oh, clean. Yes, clean. 3-0. And so Jake Doyle and Callis come out. Make it make sense. You ain't got the answer, Sway. Like, isn't Andrade part of the Callis family? Why is he interrupting this? Is MJF paid Callis? Well, I know he did pay. If we're going with all kayfabe, then he did pay quite a bit. Now he's shaking hands. So, can Callis keep his teeth in? Over under, can Callis keep his teeth in? So now Callis interrupts Andrade challenging MJF for Callis to to introduce something very important, as I can stuttered all the way through that. So he's going to welcome back Jake Doyle, who we both thought last week. I know I certainly did, just thought it was Mark Davis because they look one and the goddamn same.
Yo, what the fuck? Kevin Knight, the newest member of the Don Callis family. What the fuck?
That's it. Is done. He's dead. He's dusted. Kevin, we hardly knew ye. You've fallen into the abyss of why? You don't even have a foundational point for his heel turn, and now you just throw him into the nonsense, the catch-all heel group. It's still almost a fucking challenge in a game to actually name all the members of the Don Callis family. And now we're just going to throw in Kevin Knight. And this is all stomping over Andrade challenging MGF or MJF, as I guess Lady B was saying. Did his fucking teeth come out? Where's KHA? He's the voice beyond. Did his fucking teeth come out? Did his fucking teeth come out? Someone show me a good picture from this show if Callis' teeth came out. But yes, why? Now Speedball. So now we're going right into this match. Fly. Why? This is why? So for everybody that sits there and watches the WWE or pretends that they don't watch the WWE and everything like that so they can look cool on fucking Twitter because Yvonne gives a shit about any of us. But I digress. Of the fact that the same people that sit there and say, the bloodline's doing too much. It's going on too long. They just keep doing the same old fucking shit. Meanwhile, the Don Callis family is collecting people like it's the fucking Monstars for an AAU team or something out here. Just anybody and everybody that could be a heel, might be doing something. They're all part of the Don Callis family, and they all amount to fucking bullshit. On top of the Death Riders that have been going on for God knows how long, that amount of gone all. This company is just so goddamn repetitive, and no one wants to fucking acknowledge it. Of how many people need to be added to the Callis family. Like I challenge that right now, there still might be more people than we have watching us live that are in the Don Callis family. There's so many. Wardlow is still part of this, and he's injured on the sidelines. They stomped through their whole top guy challenging for the world title out here. Speaking of the top guy out here, but more members and more members. Why, my guy? Why me? What are we doing? I don't want to take your line.
No, I just finished fucking saying, like, what are we doing? Like, why would we do this? Why? Like, every time, like you said, someone gets kind of cool, you throw him in the Callis family, which instantly makes him uncool. Like, not, he's a bad guy, so we don't like him. No, it fucking sucks, so we don't like it. We don't like the scenario. I just finished talking about, before I went to my break, of like just running everything over and over and over and over. I got John Moxley out here trying to teach one of the best wrestlers in the company, in the world, arguably, how to wrestle, and he doesn't know how. It's baffling to me, all of this. You do a match, then you have a long promo, then you do a match, then you have a promo, then you have and every promo after the match is, I'm coming for MJF. Like, just rinse, repeat. And the Don Callis, like, putting Knight in the Callis family is insane.
You have just instantly ran and wasted everything that you had going with it. If you could have had a story just between him and Darby of whenever Darby is going to come back. Now he just feels like he's a part of the fold.
Yeah. 150.
AEW.
Rants. I can hear his voice is pissed.
See, the biggest part that pisses me off, and I'm sure it does with you, is that you can see the parts and how they should be used and everything.
Yeah. And we've had a couple moments already in this match early where, slip. Now, I said earlier, these two were going to give us a good match. But now we have the added element of the Callis family. So I don't give a fuck. You just kind of made me go, these two could just hate each other and fight. And you know what? Kevin Knight would be better off hanging out with Bobby Lashley and MVP opposed to Callis. What's his tie to Callis?
100%. I didn't even think about it. If you're going to add people to a faction, that would work. I saw him and Swerve. Ultra moonsault on the outside. But I saw Swerve and Kevin Knight last week, whether it was on screen or off screen, had a bit of an interaction. That could have been a nice little, student mentor kind of shit, if you wanted to go that way. The Callis family just feels like it's the blob in it. I said it right before you were coming back, of everybody that groans and gripes about the Bloodline storyline. I present to you the Callis family and the Death Riders and everything that is exactly the exact same.
I had the exact same thought before I came back from my pause, as I was sitting down and just getting dialed back in. I was literally going through my head of like, my God, anyone out there bitching about the Bloodline, give me a break. Like, at least it's money drawing and powerful, and Roman's over on such a different planet. This like, you're literally adding people. Like, this really is like the dying days of the NWO. Just everybody and their mother is in the fucking faction, and none of them matter. None of them, other than the guys that matter, we want to leave, and they can't get out.
Well, and 100% of it makes even perfect sense that you referenced the NWO, because I was about to hit you with as the pot said to the kettle.
Yeah.
But it's very much, I've seen a lot of people compare the Bloodline to the NWO in their dying days, and I'm like, look over there. Look over there.
Right? Crazy shit. AEW, we're the worst promo. I love that. We're the best wrestler and the worst promo. The promos suck. And the post-match, you didn't need to do the squash match to give, if you were going to give Andrade the mic. But you also didn't have to have Andrade get cut off by Callis to introduce Knight. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, like that. I didn't even think too much about, you didn't need to have the squash match. It was fine, whatever. I'm just glad I didn't miraculously forget, it was some, major indie star that he beat up or something. But
not really. Still the cleanest, nicest, smoothest back elbow in the business. Like, just
absolutely. And then you just have him, you have him cut the promo, and sorry, I talked over somebody.
That's all good.
But no, that's when you have, I think Lady B caught it, that he called him MGF instead of MJF. But right. You have him cut that whole promo, and fine, then at least that's where we should be going with this and all of that. And instead he gets cut off by his own faction.
Yeah. And then other little issues. Right? Or you finally have Callis family drop one of the belts they're holding on to, and then they just go pick up a champion. Fuck it. We'll just, come on. What are we doing? Right. Are we even trying?
I don't know.
Honestly.
I think they are. I think they just get confused along the way.
Right? Like, what? What are they trying? What are we doing? It's so messy. You're not going to go 20 minutes.
Is there just that sicko mindset that you got to tap into? That there's
I don't
Tony Khan verse that just, it all makes sense. Him and Meltzer are the only two that get it. Did Meltzer actually give Grande versus Grande 3.5 stars?
No, he didn't.
In fact, I haven't confirm or deny that, because I had seen that somebody threw that my way.
There's no way.
After he's out there saying how you need to go watch the Gable Ludwig match, and everyone's confused who he was talking about.
Okay, there's no way. There's no fucking way. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Somebody fact check that for us. If I got kind of tornado, now a headlock.
AEW has created one semi-star in MJF. That is it. And you know what? And thank God that MJF is as talented as he is, because the booking did not help him. Jericho for a year. Come on, bro.
I would challenge that AEW didn't make MJF, that they just gave him the platform to get the exposure he needed. They allowed him to blossom. I don't totally want to say that they made him, and that's just splitting a bit of hairs, but I think he's been their runaway talent. of he's been their Rock and their Stone Cold.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And we talk about it all the time, right? Stone Cold's not Stone Cold without Vince. The Rock isn't the Rock without, Triple H or Mick Foley or those guys that got him over.
Right.
We talk about the importance of rivalries and story, but the rivalry side of it, like when you do a lot of one and dones, which you lack rivalry.
Well, it's the funny part because we say that they do the same things over and over. That's because they lack the rivalry because they never shake anything. It's just the same rivalries all the fucking time.
Yeah. Let's get nuts. You want to get nuts?
Let's get nuts.
I told you before, months ago, Tony Khan should just say fuck it and go all in and just go nuts. Like, no rules. Every match is like, fuck it. Just go ham. Like you're almost there anyway.
Doing that. There's no going in. There's no more. Go ham because it's already ham.
Right? Like,
he's already gone through 10 toes down. He can't. Right. He can't grow an 11th.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I don't really think he should do it, but at the end of the day, like, fuck, we're pretty much there. But like, Speedball and Knight don't need Callis guys at the outside of the ring to fuck this up. Oh, Knight outsmarts Mike, but Mike kicks him in the face.
Like, that's the thing is we've seen with the pay-per-views of Double or Nothing to where you can do the masterclass. You can do this well, Tony. Why don't you do this on the follow-ups?
Yeah. Well, go on in.
That's all right.
We go on the hawk to it. Gross. Yeah, she got a ladder. So I thought she was implying she was going to have a ladder match, but it may be just she had to get up there to spit on it. Pause.
Well, yeah, that was. Yeah, you were on a pause for that for the Hawk Tua moment there. Forgot about that.
We're like, oh, she's like, in Clayside wasn't clear. No, you weren't clear. No, not at all. We are not sure. So she has declared war on Stardom ahead of Forbidden Door. Oh my God.
Kevin Knight.
And we're 5 minutes. We've had some long matches here tonight. We're already 20 after 9. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, but it's, again, we're used to they're going to go 3 hours. We're not used to it. We're like, oh my God, we might get out of here. Yeah. This feels early, even with the overrun.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, all in all, a good athletic match. A couple botchy spots. Backflip, Meteora.
It's everything around it. It's the reverse of Grande v. Grande. Yeah. Grande v. Grande may have not been on its own the greatest match of all time, but everything that it was packaged in and everything around it just made it that nice little cozy cuddle up moment of pro wrestling. That's what pro wrestling is.
A little bit. Like, think of your least favorite thing to put on a fucking hamburger. Like, for me, it's pickles. Don Callis is the pickle on the bun here. Like, it literally looks like it. But
you are like the missus. So is it just because they're warm, or is it certain types of pickles or anything?
Pickles
like
are disgusting. Like, across
you don't
the board.
Like pickles just in general.
Cold, hot, dilled.
Fair enough. I can't agree with you.
I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just it's a very small list of shit I won't eat. Backbreaker. Oh. Beautiful.
That's the thing is this match almost would have been better if it was
another pay-per-view match,
personal rivalry instead of the Callis bullshit.
Yeah, it was right there. You don't need to con it up. Just run it.
I could get a good look at a T-bone steak by sticking my head up a cow's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it. Tell me.
It's like Pat McAfee. You didn't need it, right? As you emphatically argued with me, you didn't need it. I really don't need this. But
you're putting sauce on sauce,
right? Like, this would be a
one-winged angel. What the fuck is this?
A kick in the face. No. Didn't we have Worlds Collide, Jose? We did. Thekla come out and took what should have been Athena's spot. Let's go.
You're not wrong.
Oh, there's Don Callis distracting. You're trying to get this.
You don't get Kevin over as a heel this way.
No, you don't.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Thank God everyone's okay. Thank God everyone's okay.
Tony Schiavone just said that had to break someone's back, and he meant it.
Oh, Rock bottom.
Like,
One.
What was that move?
3.
Is he okay? But you're right. You can't get the new young talent. Sorry, Nick. You can't get this new young talent over. He could have found a way to cheat just him. Like, he could have poked him in the eye or throw a low blow. Callis being involved doesn't help Kevin Knight. It hurts him.
You had them at a tag team to sell the personal story that they had together as a friendship and a partnership, but you threw that all the fuck away when you put this guy in a nonsensical, in a non-factual, in a non-actual fucking faction.
Right. And apparently tonight, if you win a match at AEW, you get a mic.
Open mic night.
Then I didn't know there's an open night mic, bitch.
So now, but is this gonna be everybody taking a shot at MJF because Kevin Knight has a win over MJF? Does he take a shot at MJF?
I don't know, but this whole scenario with Callis does not work. And again, I know there are very tried and true sickos out there, but even some of the sickos have to be thinking, "Ooh, I probably wouldn't have done that."
No, I actually don't hate the dogs with this.
I like the dogs. They just got to be booked proper.
Well, they gotta. So they become tag champs over Christian and Cope.
Maybe not, but it's worth a battle. I'm okay with them pushing that. And shout out to Renee Paquette, Miss Moxley, just missing her little riding crop. We're good to go.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that's just Moxley's. We're not too far from the hotel or anything like that.
Yeah, he's got a kazoo. The Bucks.
How ironic is it that the Young Bucks walk in and say, "You guys are so annoying"?
Yeah, it's funny. Every match has had a post-match promo, and I think every backstage interview has been interrupted by someone else.
Yes.
Like, are we trying? Are you trying?
That's the new. What are we doing? Are you?
Yeah. Trying? Are you even trying? Which is like the worst insult. Like if you're ever playing 2K of any kind and someone looks over and go, "Are you even trying?" You're like, "Fuck you, bro. I'm trying really hard, actually."
Yeah, the 21 Skunk Rule was a bitch.
Right. We should help TNA get into MSG for Slammiversary. Toss in AAA, NXT, etc. Oh, spazzer.
Well, I'm going to ask this, and I might briefly try and step away for a quick hiccup here. Up next, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe I might. But
so they challenged each other, but I don't know if they agreed to a match. The Bucks said we can do this tonight, and they said no, and then they walked off. Did they agree to a match? Are we doing it tonight?
Well, when would you do it tonight? Because we're running out of time or so with the overrun. We're in a commercial. We're about to get, the mystery debut, the wild card, and then we've got Ospreay Davis, which I feel like we've been here before. Like I really got the hardcore sense of deja vu right now. Of that, we've been here before with mystery opponent wild card and for a women's match main evented by Ospreay Mark Davis.
Yeah,
just me being me, but
yeah, no, but again, a lot of this feels like deja vu,
same as it ever was.
Right?
And again, we got the Bucks still. The Bucks are still involved in the tag and prominently involved in the tag team division,
which is fine. I'm okay with the Bucks being involved if you're going to bring in. But I want to see the Rascals. I want to see the Grizzled Young Vets. I want to see some of these.
You said two teams right there that I want to see more than I want to see the Bucks at all.
Yeah, for sure. But like you're not having any tag matches on your shows. You're not doing any tag team wrestling right now that matter. And people are going to go, "Oh, but what Christian Cope and the Dogs and blah blah blah." but you're not really having any matches. No one else is wrestling. Like, you have whoever wants the belt and nobody else. Like, there's nothing else going on.
There is no division.
No, zero division. Like, you see 6-man, 8-man, 10-man, 14-man.
Well,
but you don't see
missing. I know we've talked about even the tag team aspect missing from pro wrestling, but even is the division aspect missing from pro wrestling, of to where not every match during a weekly show is a title match. You might get 1 or 2 matches, and it's 2 guys that are both around the IC title that you're seeing if they get a win, and they might move up here, or that person gets a win, and we see how this plays out. Now it seems like we've got to have 5 matches. Everything's a title match at some point, to this or that. Yeah.
Well, and again, I think part of the issue becomes, Nick, that, like you said, not every match should be a title match. And what's been happening is, if Rouge has been on like a really good run, and we see it as part of Dynamite, not just Collision, or Ciampa or whoever, when they make a move towards the champ, you're like, oh, I get it. This guy's pretty good. This guy's been doing good. But when you never see somebody and then they show up and they say, you know, MJF, you're like, what? Why is MJF getting the hirings? Shouldn't you start down here and work your way up? So that those non-title matches for your mid-card are important to build. You got to show off the talent you have outside of the ones with the belts and the boss's favorites.
That is the thing, is I think you need to show that depth of your roster throughout it. I hate, whether it be a PLE, whether it be this or be that, of, you know, 2 hours and you get 4 matches. That kind of vibe just doesn't work for me. Like, you have too many talent on your roster to get away with that.
For sure. And again, a little bit of trying to figure out how you're putting the show together, as we're in the hot tub or the ice bath with MJF, one or the other. But Leather Renee doing an interview here.
Yeah. I'm going to try to make it real concise. You pumpkin.
You pumpkin. Yeah,
like, it's still it's crazy to me how they have a guy that is Ric Flair, is Dusty Rhodes, baby, out there in peak territory era kind of vibe, and can't find a dance partner for him. You're the alternative, and he's the alternative fucking tactic. Find a dance partner.
Well, I mean, you've done the Hangman thing, and again, instead of just being a good baby face, you know, a lot of Page was a tweener, as fans would say. Mox is a tweener. Swerve was a tweener. Like, all these guys, there is no, who's the hero? Who's gonna save us from this guy? Well, you know what I mean,
right?
Oh, here we go with the Alex Windsor in the wild card.
Did he drop Ciampa? Because everyone's saying Chompy, little Ciampa. Who's a what now? Did Ciampa get name dropped in any of that?
Did he? I thought Ciampa's fighting Jericho. The clout vampire.
Honestly, I don't even know if Tony knows anymore.
Oh, everyone just gets a mic. You win a match, you get to call it the champion. Like, it's fucking nuts. Have people fighting. Like, Speedball is right there for you to have a good feud with. You add Callis in, and Knight's talking about MJF like his best friend's not laying there just kicked in the face. Like this doesn't even matter. Oh, wait a minute.
Jericho. Break the wall down.
Let's go.
Monet.
Yep, she's back.
CE no. CE no. PE no. So now we're gonna. So folks, book it already. Your tournament final is going to be Monet versus Athena. Let's see who wins round 2. Fight.
Right, she's back, folks. Mercedes Monet in the building,
and beltless. And beltless, good on her. But
beltless,
you know that she's going to beat Windsor here.
Yeah. Sorry, Windsor. Go back to the tag team division.
Well, there were some people that thought it was going to be haters. So you would have had the birds fighting each other, calling and squawk.
Wouldn't have shocked me. Wouldn't shock me at this point. So Mercedes is here. So
to reclaim her Owen title.
Yeah, is she going to go back-to-back Jack?
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
Now, I will say, pretty big reaction from the crowd, a pretty strong reaction from the crowd. I think she looks good. We'll see what she does because she's the female Moxley for me.
Sans belts of now. How does she after her excursion, all of that? Of what do we get from New Monet? She's rocking the Thea Hale haircut.
Right. Well, that becomes the question where we talked a lot. A lot of what we talked about here tonight, Nick, is about the progression of AEW. As you had, deeper, how long can they lean on? But we're new. They're young. Like, we want to see, okay, Mercedes is back. Is she the exact same Mercedes that left? Is there a new wrinkle in her character? Does she have a different attitude? Is she more baby than heel now? What is up? And that is the big thing for me right now in AEW is we need some evolution.
Oh, absolutely. Evolution is a mystery. But no, 100% of I see everybody popping off out here. Let us know how you feel. Monet is back in AEW. She's gone away and she's come back. And now she's in the Owen. So does she run roughshod over this? And now she took Willow's spot. So do you ever run Monet Willow back?
Probably. I mean, I think based on how talented they both are, they're going to be here for a few years. Yeah, I think we'll see that again for sure. And I got no problem with it. I like Willow a lot. So, and yeah, big pop. The crowd cheers as Sasha just walked over Windsor's back. Should be a good match. Windsor can go.
Is she on twofold? It's going to be a good match. And granted, you kind of know Monet is going to probably go to the finals versus Athena. But now that she's back in the women's division, do you know as a sicko, as an AEW diehard, of that now the women's division is going to get booked a bit more because you're at least going to get a Monet match a week?
Right. It's true. You kind of think, oh, good, she's back. The women will get more TV time. Yeah, you're fair. I mean, that's a fair assessment. Nice drop kick by Windsor. Well, Windsor, who's a baby, like, again, they don't think ahead. So the crowd's cheering against Windsor. Then Windsor lands a drop kick. They got to cheer again, but they hesitated. Like, oh, yeah, we like her too. So, again, the heels are fighting the heels. The baby faces are fighting the baby faces. Nobody cares. Just fucking roll it. Let's go.
Cats are friends with dogs. Up is down. I've been trying to come up with a way to make a Windsor knot pun of Windsor knot with Windsor knot and everything, and it just hasn't worked in my brain. But I just had to at least say it because I've been thinking it and I can't pull it off.
Well, Windsor's in a knot right now, tied up by Mercedes. Monet got a little cupcake.
We've been allegedly the anti-Monet channel and everything.
Yes.
At times we've had strong opinions and honest opinions. Mm-hmm. How do you feel that now she's back, Jack, and no titles around her waist?
I think Mercedes Monet is the female Jon Moxley of AEW. Ooh. That being said, I don't think she's a great wrestler. I do not think, like, between the bell, she is that great, and I think she's a terrible promo. That being said, she is the biggest name, one of the biggest names on your entire roster. She is a draw in some way. She has a loyal fan base. She does bring an element of experience to your division. What are you going to do with it? And that's what I like. If they can do something with it, but if she goes right back to just, Mercedes no lose. Oh, grab the ropes.
Well, I'm going to say something, and I'm sure you might have a different opinion on it and everything. Is she the MJF of the women's division? Tony Storm's your Will Ospreay?
Okay, I'll accept that.
Fair enough. But I wasn't sure, but as soon as you said she's your Moxley, I'm like, nah, maybe she's more MJF of like she's supposed to be the chip. She's supposed to be the one that grates against the grain.
Oh, Meteora, she saves it. She looked good. And the crowd's going crazy. That's why Windsor's not the person to be in this match. But
and there is talent in there. It's just at times, She just overcompensates.
I felt like she got famous being carried by better wrestlers. Bailey, Charlotte, Becky. I think better wrestlers made her look better than she was. Her ego rubs me the wrong way at times. But you're right. Like, she is kind of the marquee name for the women's division. I accuse her at times of, again, just kind of going through the motions. And it's all this hype of, like, with Moxley, like, he thinks he's this big, badass world beater guy. He's not. She seems to think that she's like this big icon, superstar, big name.
Well, that's where I go with the MJF aspect of it, because it's kind of that. It's the vanity of it.
Where's the gum yum? The Jim Yum? Oh, a gime.
Jim Yum, 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 bum, bum, rum, rum, what?
Oh, a gime. Britt to WWE? I don't think Britt wrestles ever again. She's not getting any younger.
Not even going into that whole aspect. Has the capitalization on her name fallen? Has it gone by? It's like Dwayne Roman doesn't matter anymore because that ship has sailed. Britt Baker doesn't ring bells to a casual WWE fan like it used to.
I would think so. I think within AEW, yes, because you know how they've been. And even last time she was here, they don't care. We all remember it. They don't care. So the fan base there seems to have kind of moved past her. Now, I mean, again, you have a big moment. She shows up that I think they can be, how the fans are. They'll forget that real quick. However, you're like the WWE, to me at this point now, would almost be forced to bring her through NXT and work her back up. And just on the basis of, we know she can be good, but I don't think the name value is the same as it once was.
Oh, for sure. As we are in pictures. Yeah, that was Jamisha's $1.99. Lady B trying to make sense of my comment of Windsor not going to be on TV now that Mercedes is back. And honestly, this might be a Mercedes. I'm willing to give her a fair shake. And
okay,
let's see if we can get behind this now again. And you did the run, you did the first tour, you went away, you did what I thought you were going to do, and you gave it all back. Yeah. Let's run it all back.
Yeah. And I think I get in my feelings about the whole, it really frustrates me when I watch the match. The match is kind of garbage. And then I watch everyone simp out online about she killed it. Oh my God. I'm like, come on. I think we might have missed this one. So 10 bones in the bucket from Spaz, but it looks like it was unclicked. So I just want to make sure we get them all. I know it's predictable, but world title in the curtain jerk position. We're fully in an era of WWE, TNA, NXT, AAA versus AEW, Ring of Honor, CMLL. New Japan might be switching teams, and this is what they do. Make it make sense. Well, Nick, we said the chat might have tipped us off to avoiding the basketball.
Yeah, they're playing basket. Well, and still, it's crazy to me. As I guess I was born into having to be a Knicks fan. I'm named Nick in New York, but right now it is 43-42. Knicks up over San Antonio. 2:32 left in the second quarter. But again, the last time the Knicks were in the NBA Finals, they were taking on who? The San Antonio Spurs, taking over for the 99 to the 2000s.
Right. Now, we're back in the action, by the way. Mercedes rolls out. I'm a little surprised. If she was ready to go, I think I would have rather had her come back at Double or Nothing if I was Tony. Instead of, it's the same thing I said about, you can pick, but I don't know if she's such a big name. Now she's just shuffled into the tournament. It's not my favorite. Even if she just showed up, came out, and declared for the Owen. You can't have the Owen tournament without me. I don't know. I just think her, this is me actually trying to put her on the pedestal.
If you did the wild card match at Double or Nothing, okay.
Yeah, maybe instead of doing Mina and Athena, maybe you do Windsor wild card. Monet returns at Double or Nothing. That crowd
alliteration is a fucking strong suit out here,
right?
But yeah, maybe you could have done that. I now think that we're getting earmarked to Monet Athena for the finals, but I could very much see how you could have switched that, and that would have been a cool moment. I don't.
Well, you could still get that moment though.
What?
You could still get that moment though.
Oh no! I think very much you would get that moment, and it might even be bigger at Double or Nothing because it would be unexpected. But I also think that this is nice. Hey, we're gonna still try and steal some headlines. We're gonna still try and draw some attention out here, and maybe they felt like it's a softer landing of we don't know what response she might get fully.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just kind of soft launch it.
Yeah, maybe. So the winner of this match will take on the winner between Persephone and Hazuki. Athena's waiting for Sky Blue or Sari. So like you said, no matter who wins those other two matches, Mercedes winning, going to the final, Athena winning, going to the final. And you know what would really impress me? If Athena goes over. You want to do something new and different and oh wow, let Athena go over. Athena, unlike other champions who've had a long reign, have asterisks beside her name because she's actually lost a couple times.
Athena versus Tekla, to me, is a better match right now than Monet versus Tekla.
I agree.
And it not only just on the caliber of the in-ring or anything or how I might feel that way, but just as far as storyline, character development, continuity, overall impact to the company, Monet doesn't need that. Like somehow, like some people have said about Seth Rollins might win King of the Ring so he can take on Roman at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins doesn't need King of the Ring. You know who might need King of the Ring? Oba Femi, Trick Williams. Those guys might need King of the Ring.
Too good match. Give the doubler due. It's a good match. Looking good in her return. Just picking up at Hollywood Nick.
Walk away. Hey.
Windsor deserves better. Yeah, Windsor's just out of place. Like someone else should be here in this spot. But that's just picky. That's like, the minutia of it. But other than that, I'm not going to kill.
Well, is it also though a little bit with like the King of the Ring tournament to where you could, out of the Fatal 4, you could pick 2 or 3 people that you feel should win. Doesn't mean they will win. Although I like that it at least feels like it might be competitive-ish, and like you said,
but
and Windsor back to the tag team division.
Well, nobody in this tournament outside of Mercedes and Athena feel like they're going to win it. There's nobody, like it doesn't matter. Like it's blatantly obvious.
That's on their overall creative, but I get what you're saying.
They're really gonna do Persephone Athena? No, that's not happening. You're gonna do Mercedes.
I mean, if you want to go all Greek, fucking,
there you go, right?
Story with it. We're gonna go Hercules. You mean Hercules?
Right. Hooked up.
Grab the little strap or whatever she's got on her boot. Windsor taps to the bank statement.
And the crowd goes wild. So Mercedes, she doesn't want to let go. They're cheering her. Just Oh, there you go.
Well, so much. I haven't seen her for a while. She comes back and she's done the Give Back tour and everything.
Yeah.
At this point, it's hard to hate on her. It's hard to gangbang.
No. But she's holding the hold to like too long. Just let it go. Because I like the idea. You said if she wins and goes after Thekla, she can maybe try babyface against Thekla. Or is Thekla getting over? Do we like Thekla more?
Get over versus her. Thekla on a mic versus Monet.
Fair enough.
Would eat her alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monet can't promo. She can't.
No.
Not even a little bit.
And I might be skipping lines and everything, but I do find this. I just want to ask this question from Kyle out there, the 444. KJ, what do you consider a great pro wrestler?
Well, we're going to break it all down all in one swing. But with 444, I mean, again, specifically with Mercedes, as far as that's why you're asking this question, she's not very strong as a promo. So that's one thing as a pro wrestler she's not great at. You got to have that full package. You got to have that charisma. You got to be able to connect. And then you got to be able to go between the rings. She's okay, but I always felt like Sasha was carried by other pro wrestlers. I felt like when Sasha was in the ring with Charlotte, she looked great. When she was in the ring with Riho, she looked terrible. So, but ultimately, you know what you got to bring to the table. And for me, I think she's one of those people that are just a little overhyped.
I think a bit with her if she's, she pumps her own gas, if that makes any bit of sense. Yeah. With it, I do still think that she was very much an equal part, like her versus Bayley in NXT was
maybe
50-50, all of that. I do think that there is still the potential. Her versus Bianca isn't exactly, it's not a 70-30. It's more closer to a 60-40, or if not a 50-50. I do agree that her mic skills are just, she thinks they're there and they are not there.
Yeah, like it's funny because like Sky Blue Syree next week is the summer blockbuster. And again, I'm not criticizing, but if I was booking, I'd have Mercedes come back at the blockbuster. But again, pick your moments, I guess.
Hollywood.
So the main event,
would you have done it? You said Double or Nothing or Blockbuster.
Well, you have Double or Nothing, and then you have a special show. I think there was an opportunity to kind of you do one of those, right? But it's not a hill I'm going to die on this one. Like I said, I think she's overhyped, and a lot of my issue with Mercedes is just overall attitude bothers me. But that's fine.
Quick $5 of who's most likely to WWE: Danny, Kelly, Masha, Baker, Athena, Deonna.
Who's most like that?
Taylor, no. Killer Kelly, no. She's more wrestling Revolver, and I think going to AEW.
I don't
Masha's
know,
all but cutting off. Baker, Athena's committed. Deonna would be your best bet, but it's more TNA.
Yeah, but I don't even know because Deonna's been there. So yeah, I think TNA. Like I agree with you. Like go the TNA route. Oh, Don Callis here again. By the way, if you haven't seen enough of them.
I got so busy with my Grubhub order, I forgot you guys were still streaming. My bad, dudes. Well, no, just send that Grubhub over this way, my
right. Man. Tell me you're on vitamins without telling me you're on vitamins.
Well, and we'll tell your bosses about us and everything, and then maybe we'll get that Grubhub deal.
Right. Dying on hills is Nick's thing. I know. I'm not dying. I'm not doing it.
Am I Jesus? I just die up on hills. I've been crucified.
Right? You just got a little pile of anthills kicking all the way around.
Anthills. Why the anthills?
Doctors are now treating sunburns with Viagra. Keeps the sheets off your legs. But I'll give him a laugh.
Lord.
Thank you for the $5. You've earned a chuckle. Definitely. Thank you, Spazzer.
Kelly Willie. So they're just going to keep doing it all in the same place? Why? Yeah, so we're down to 10 minutes, I guess, left on the time clock.
We're getting into the nitty gritty. So this is going to go at least 10 minutes over, I imagine.
I would assume. Well, now, who do you get involved? Do you get the Callis family involved?
Probably. The fucking Callis won't go away.
Do you get the dark? That's right. I almost called him the Dark State. Do you get Dion, getting Moxley, Lennox out there involved? Of how does this? The last time you saw Ospreay and Davis having a match is when Davis was out there trying to fucking cripple this man, literally. And then the Death Riders kidnapped him, and how this whole shindig kicked off.
There was no need to run back Mark Davis and Will Ospreay now. No. And anyone out there that, come on.
But you circle around because he's now your national champion, which is not the NWA national champion, because he beat Jack Perry. Yeah. Who beat Ricochet, Ricochet don't give a fuck about that title anymore after he crashed out. Yeah.
Right? Like ultimately, again, there's good shit here. Speedball, Kevin Knight wasn't a bad match. The circumstances around it really suck. MJF Roosh, really good match. Went a touch too long, and maybe the finish wasn't great. We get an Andrade squash match to do a promo, which leads to another promo, which led to another. Just layering our promos right now. Like there has been a lot of promo stuff, but I don't know if the promos, like they're saying, well, you want story. I don't know if the right people are talking, and I don't know if it's helping any of the stories.
Well, and you don't get story all the time. Like you said it earlier during the show of everybody, you win a match, you get the mic of that's, congratulations. Here's your prize of you get 2 minutes of mic time out here. And it's one thing for one or two people, some top guys, like the Andrade thing should have been left alone. I didn't need everything else around it. And Mark Briscoe now cutting this impassioned spit in the camera, promo at MJF is all for naught, is all forgotten about.
Yeah, a little bit. And I mean, it shouldn't be that way. Like, it's just, and you've got guys repeating what the other guy said, right? Like MJF, just with a different accent. Like, what are we fucking doing? Are we even trying? So we go back to Ciampa jumping Jericho last week.
Yes, I'm going to try and jump here real quick for a minute, my guy.
Right. I love that Ciampa broke out the list of reasons he hates Chris Jericho. This might actually, I feel like Ciampa Jericho is more in the proper vein. Instead of Jericho fighting guys like Ricochet, like a high flyer, you fight a guy like Ciampa who at least will grind it out with you, which seems more realistic at this point of your career. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, you guys can let me know what you think. I mean, Jericho's up to Jericho stuff, but Jericho fighting someone like Ciampa is better than him fighting all these high flying guys. I think that makes a lot of sense. Hazuki, bless you. 5-0, let's go. I think Megan Bayne is a superstar. What are we doing? I don't mind her in the tag team division right now. Your hope is she's getting better and growing, but I agree with you. Megan Bayne's a star. The Double D's, I mean, their challenges, again, it's got to build to a point where, I think it's building to TJ. Well, I don't know if that moves the needle, but I mean, you kind of do what you're doing with Oba. They win a bunch, and then somebody stops them. Somebody stands up to them. But here comes the Billy Goat, William Ospreay, coming out to the ring, folks. A big part of wrestling is acting, and if you can't act, you're not that good. 100%, right? It's a muscle-bound soap, and if you can't act, and I honestly feel like Mercedes Moné struggles to act. Sorry, picking on this poor lady again. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, it is a big part of your job. It can't just be, how many times have we talked? Generic wrestler number 1, 2, 3. Yes, there's lots of guys that are good technical wrestlers, but if you don't have a personality, you don't sell, so you don't work for pro wrestling. And then when the bell goes, if you can't do anything at all, if you're the fucking, the Ultimate Warrior, you don't last. You burn out like a fucking matchstick. So, I mean, ultimately, to be a solid pro wrestler, which there's tons of, you got to bring it. I always like to give credit where it's due. I thought the Windsor match and with Mercedes was a good match. And so much so that I think that it might have been a better move for Double or Nothing than Mina and Athena.
Well, I guess fitting with at least Double or Nothing or a personality who tries to be entertaining out here.
There you go. Mercedes Moné might have stolen the belt. She has to get to the finals. Mercedes Moné's belt. What happened did she give all the belts back?
Yeah.
Did some get mailed back?
All the give back to her. She did what we kind of asked of her.
I feel like she lost like 4 times. Did she do them all?
Yeah, she went on the whole reclamation tour.
That's interesting. It was much quieter about her giving back the belts than her gaining I didn't even know. I heard about maybe 4.
The first 3, and then it kind of got quiet.
As we got Renee at ringside, if there's an angle that the Dark State Death Riders,
when did Snake Plissken start wrestling for AEW?
Recently.
Yeah, for anyone who actually remembers Snake Plissken, I'll say this, or at least
So
Snake
good
from fucking Metal Gear Solid, because Mark Briscoe out here with the "Ayo, Captain Jack, Ayo,
right.
Captain Jack."
Oh, off and running, and Osprey instantly beating down the big man. John Cena, love him or hate him, is a perfect pro wrestler. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Guys like Roman Reigns
the
are phenomenal. What?
I said his gimmick was the prototype.
Right, facts. No, you see, I mean, again, and I admittedly, I just don't like Sasha. She's like I said, to me, she's in my head, she's Moxley, but female. And that's it. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Fair enough. Nick and his pink shirt are mad entertaining. Ooh, pink. Ooh. I'm like fucking Patrick out here. No, don't do that. It'll start him.
Right.
Drop kick with a long one. I still don't feel like Mercedes is as over as she or anyone else in this freaking company thinks she is. Just my opinion, even from the sickos, but I don't really know. I don't pay attention to them. So akin to you.
Yeah. Again, prove me wrong. But I know she can't cut a promo to save her life.
My phone case is pink.
There you go.
I'm just Cameron. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know how we got there. Help me, KJ. You're my only hope.
In my opinion, Takeshita, Osprey, MJF, Fletcher, best 4 wrestlers in AEW.
Yep.
I think I could make an argument. I mean, you got a couple guys on the fringe there, like a Swerve, but that's a solid top 4. If they could get booked like they were like super special, I'd like it.
Who would you throw in instead? A Kevin Knight, a Darby,
like I said, Swerve.
Oh, yeah, he's I'll give you that.
That's the hard part. I'm looking at like maybe Fletcher's slightly below Swerve and will be in Swerve's spot. Takeshita's another guy that like a lot of promise. Like, you know, do you get somebody like a Swerve in the mix? And then, you know, would you consider Adam Page a top 4 or 5 guy in AEW for them? That's a hard one, right?
Until they kneecapped him, he was there. Like Swerve is the only one that you debate on who's a 4 and a 5, and then I think you get into your 6s and your 7s. Like Omega is probably a 7 or a 6, depending on how you want to view it. Like then you get into your Darbies, you get into some guys that are in that upper echelon.
Right. I have a no lose clause in my contract.
But she did all the losing. She did it not on AEW.
Right. Nick Ron. I like it.
Oh boy. Oh, but now does that mean Jey Uso's got to fight me?
That. What?
Like, stop that. Does that mean Jey Uso's got to fight me now?
Right, maybe.
Or does that make you Mace?
Sitting on top of the world.
Welcome back.
I feel like recent events have completely destroyed a big chunk of that whole situation.
Fair.
It's really fucking but I'm so upset because there's some classic bangers in that library.
Yeah, but this is when you get into the whole can I enjoy the artist without,
I don't know,
everything, and that's more peripheral than it is direct.
You gotta give Mace right.
Like
back.
Go in nowhere. You can't use that anymore.
Yeah, you should go somewhere.
Run, bitch, run.
Right.
Osprey up top though.
The pink and black
running away. No way. 48-55 Spurs over Knicks at halftime.
Right on.
Oh, Papa Perkin-Runner.
That's fair. It's tough. I mean, that's not an unfair claim of saying Fletcher over Swerve, or I mean, again, when you get into that 3, 4, 5, it starts getting kind of tricky. Where's Nair?
I know you don't want me to, but I just like this from Jason. Nick, say, "Oh boy," like the Dipset song. Oh,
say it
boy.
clear.
Oh boy, boy.
He's really hitting that note.
Yeah, trust me, I'm fucking tone deaf like a motherfucker out here.
Well, it's just you try to get that high is very amusing.
Oh, I don't even try, my guy. It's one of I'm so Ruka. I'm Bret Hart. I get to the middle rope and I stay at that height.
We're good here, right? Yeah, facts.
Right,
but
Ricky, hey yo, I fell asleep. Don't worry, you didn't miss much.
Not much.
Oh. Now, are you detrimenting Mark Davis with him losing here, or is he should lose here? Because he just won your title.
Well, yeah. I mean, that becomes the part of the whole story here is that's kind of irrelevant at the moment.
Smashes through Ospreay. Hey, this is when you could have used some of that New Japan footage that you probably have access to about, the United Empire and everything like that, and show the fucking connection between these two, especially when it's going to be your main event of your goddamn show.
Right.
You're already in the overrun at 10:01.
Yeah, 10:01. 10:01 official. Yeah, sorry. Oof. Windsor got dusted. Beep. We're taking our final break of the night at 10:01. You're a lying bastard. It's not your final break of the night. It's the next break of the next show. You liar.
Yeah, but it's still why take a break then? Why don't you do the shit to where we're going to have the last little bit of the overrun or whatever? It's going to fucking be there. I'm tired of arguing with anybody out there.
It's so dumb.
Like the overrun is a fucking advantage or anything cool anymore. It is so much just part of the show at this point. But the fact that you can't advertise in anything, that you can't, hey, we're gonna stay with this commercial free till this ends out here. Why the fuck is that not an option?
Right. Kill a Nick Bird game. Let's go.
What happened to that boy?
Oh, let's go. I actually put AEW to help me sleep sometimes. There you go. Nair getting some, is
that a thing? Well, I'll at least put out some old school, like I'll watch an old wrestling review show or anything like that, or put on an old show every now and then to fall asleep or just background noise. Like, I don't know if you do that, of sometimes just, you go through the archives and it's just that nice little, it's a safety space.
Yeah, right. For the longest time, especially when I kind of pulled away from wrestling for a while, that's it's the only time I'd see it. Like, nothing's on. I'll see. Let's check what happened on Raw this week, and I just kind of dabble for quite a while because I'm like, all right, I get a couple matches in, they start cutting these bullshit long promos out like a light.
Well, fair enough. I mean, Botchamania was always a go-to and everything like that.
Facts. How do you think they bring Hangman back? I really don't know, because what do you bring him into that he hasn't already done? What's waiting that's new and exciting for Hangman Page?
Is the next thing that he does is he goes after MJF to try and
again
get back out of that stipulation, or once, say, Ospreay wins it at All In, then you do it in, well, you're a nice guy, Will. You let me out of this fucking stipulation, right?
Did you bring him back as like a heel? He's got more of an attitude. Ospreay's the champ, and he comes back with a pissed off.
Maybe it will. It's always interesting. I have even fully thought about like what happens to MJF once MJF loses to Ospreay at All In. Like, you've still got to have other things for other people to do.
Yeah, because it seems like with like the top guys like MJF, they're all kind of, they're here, but then they drop a belt, and then they go away. With the exception of Moxley, they give him another belt and he won't go the fuck away. But a lot of the guys, like Hangman lose, we don't see him for 4 months. MJF lose, maybe he'll go away for a few months, go film something. Like then they come back and they get involved in the same shit they were involved with a year ago. Right? There's not much changing.
Oh.
Wow. Mark
Davis
just
good
chopped him.
If he was in like a Haas division. He screams like old school territory, like Mad Dog Butcher vibes.
Sometimes I'll randomly wake up to KJ and Big Nick. Pause. No, talking about some random show we've watched months ago. That's the best. All right. I've had that happen.
We'll just wake up like seeing like Method Man do us with the
yeah. Especially with like
that's our streamer university, fucking Kai Cenat. Well, that's our streamer university.
Right. As Davis all over Ospreay. That's it. There's nothing much to report other than Ospreay's getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, but that's the things that feels very much like we talked about them. They've done this before, and they'll be very public about doing it.
Right.
They'll book around other events that are happening. Which is why it now feels interesting that NXT is going toe-to-toe with them. They decided to go to the same day as TNA, which TNA begrudgingly moved up their show to accommodate AEW.
Yeah, so that's moved up, and now they got WWE slipping in. I mean, it's crazy times, but I like the fact that they're all going to have a one-night main event.
Yeah, but everybody's going at WWE of saying that they fucked over TNA, and I'm like, how? Because they went 4 hours after them? Of like, well, they're not going to give them talent, so they're responsible that they prosper.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
All the people that bitch when they do.
Business,
right?
Act accordingly.
All the people that have been bitching about them when they actually do share talent, now they're going to gangbang on them. Oh, well, wait, it's not our job.
Pivot.
Pele. Yeah, just keep goalposts just moving down the field.
Both men
out. KJ, you realize we see the same people every day on AEW LOL. Another interesting tonight. Yeah, I mean, very much so. And is that a problem? Is that becoming a problem?
It's become it's not an acknowledged problem,
right?
Not a lot of people, I think, have noticed that it's a lot of stagnation and placation,
right? No,
I don't know too many other people that are pointing out that this is like how everybody that bitches about the bloodline. Take a look at the Death Riders. Take a look at the Don Callis family, and a
lot of this is still, yeah. Like even to see like Stadium Stampede at Double or Nothing, as fun as it was, it's Kenny, it's the Bucks, it's Jericho. It's been here, done that. What are we doing?
Two out. Monet, best thing of tonight so far.
Shit.
That means I might be right.
The opening. Awesome. I mean, the world title match was good.
Till it wasn't.
Till it went a little long.
Till you headbutt a doctor.
Yeah, Monet's probably the biggest moment of the night for sure, and the match was good. Shit.
I still think your world title match might win it. Monet's your best moment. It's interesting of how this show's gonna fucking pan out here.
Right. We're still going at 10:09. Full extension.
Triangle. Now, see, we're getting close to where we were the last time when Mark Davis took out Ospreay.
Oh, yeah. No.
Pile driver. Going back to the same and breaking his neck.
We're trying to kill this man. I swear to God.
No, because it's been reinforced by the power of the Death Riders.
Oh, yeah, right?
He's got a reinforced spinal column.
Right. I would draft Mark Davis, and I'd draft Jake something. By the way, one of the funniest who gives a shit returns in the history of returns. Sorry, Jake
and
nothing.
He randomly shut up tonight for no fucking reason either, too.
Right? We call him Jake Nothing if you want, because that's how they treated him.
I swear to God, I thought it was Mark Davis, but yes.
But they're big beefy boys. I'm in.
Yeah. Oh.
Collision is interrupted by other sports that TNT seems to be airing on Saturday nights at the moment. Yeah, very much so. And then their contracts and their money lie with the bigger, like with NBA and such. So, I mean, that won't be a problem in the future.
Yeah, but I still feel like Millhouse's dad of like, I don't like the idea of having 2 collisions in 1 week.
Right.
I'm starting to feel, we're almost going to do again what we did. Now we get Poison Rana, Hurricane Rana off the apron on the outside. But I'm still telling you, Collision is going the way of the Dodo. It's going the way of the Rampage. It's going the way of the Dark. The more and more that they start mashing it together with Dynamite, and still they might be fine with everything with Paramount. But I still think that Collision doesn't do enough, doesn't draw enough, and gets in the way of more enough. That now you either have it, you mash it, you do it another night, what have you, but figure it the fuck out. It's not going to stay on Saturdays.
They're so stubborn, right?
Like pay-per-views would be going at that time. Not going to stay on Saturdays.
Yeah, but again, all reports internally that we apparently get fed. Everyone's hunky-dory and there's no issue, blah, blah, blah.
Yes,
but you're right.
That's fine. But that show isn't going to stay there.
No. Hooked.
Oh. Styles Clash.
Gets a huge pop for the Styles Clash, which maybe not every match there, buddy.
2 count.
Of course. Nobody else notice the steps in the stands are camouflage. LOL, I'm bored. Drop kick. That's jokes. So Mox saved Ospreay's life, but was the one trying to break his neck a few months ago. What the fuck does that make any sense? And in addition to that, now that we've gone through this and Moxie's apparently his guru, we run back the match that killed him, and down goes the ref.
We're gonna reenact the kidnapping, your baptismal out
Hit
here.
him,
with you, and also with you.
Right? Ref gets knocked down. No count. We got a 10. Oh, there you go. Oh,
Beretta and Kyle Cole. You spoke about Cole. Invoked his name.
I am so fucking sick of the Don Callis family
trying to crash my style with this pink tank top.
Right? Who's coming? Who's here?
Yeah,
Moxley, right? Where's Moxley? Oh, that was pretty cool. It's Gar fucking Sia. Garpar.
Garfunkel to the fucking Yuta.
Right? This is Garpar and Wings. Fucking Yuta and Garcia.
Simon and Garfunkel right now.
The big bad Don Callis family. Oh, Lance Archer crossbody. So is this setting up Blood and Guts? Claudio.
Getting Street Fighter mode.
Right? Claudio's recently taken up karate in his spare time.
Claudio's
shit. Yo, they just keep coming. Brian Cage, by the way.
And a swollen belly.
Pox here. We got chaos, pandemonium. Everybody. Don Callis has got way more members, just throwing it out
why
there.
Does this look like Dojo versus Dojo? This looks like dodgeball out here. Fucking Average Joe's versus Globo Gym out here.
Yeah. And then we got the cutter. Oh, wait, what the fuck just happened in the background?
Now, there he is. On the left. No Moxley, though.
Why no Moxley?
1, 2.
Oh, they yank him back out. Jake Doyle.
Doyle rules.
Doyle rules. The ref slips on a banana, and dude, there's just so many members of Callis.
Third time
now we're gonna get mocked.
Trust me, we know. We've noticed.
What is happening? What's taking so long? Shafir on something. Shafir's clearly on something.
Yeah.
Oh, more spitting.
Who the fucking gum? Third spit angle of the night. As
yeah, this has been a
boxer to take out something.
Right? This has been a Hawk Tui episode of fucking Dynamite, that's for sure.
Yeah, but how fitting is it that Moxley's just showing up to deal with something? That feels like every Moxley segment, just showing up to deal with something.
And up and over. Out of the ring. Jake Doyle out, Shafir down. Oh, wait, we got a fly-in. Pac
with a moonsault. Did the ref die?
Is it the Russian?
Is the ref alive? CPR on the official.
That's amazing. And we're all going to collectively fight off. I don't like collectively fighting up the ramp.
Now we're going to get a Tiger Driver. After all of that, you still have to hit a Tiger Driver. You can
do something else.
This man.
Yo, how is it an even fight? Callis has got. Oh, wait a minute,
Fletcher. Because again, we don't have enough. Snapdragon.
Yo, what does this mean? Wait a minute.
Oh, is Fletcher still part of the Callis family? Oh,
the fucking screwdriver. Stick it in your fucking ear. I swear to God.
Yeah, but so the Death Riders didn't fucking save you for nothing. Watch Kenny get involved. Takeshita! Everybody, we're concluding all the stories. Everybody's involved tonight. Everybody get a moment.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of enjoying all this stupid shit.
Chaos incarnate.
I'm not mad at all. But it's
It's one of those that went too far, then it came back around, and now it's working.
You just embrace how lost it is.
Now we've got Davis with the fucking screwdriver.
Oh, he hidden blade the screwdriver.
Another hidden blade. Drive by.
Well, I mean,
where's the ref? He died. The resurrection, crucifixion, resurrection. Where's this official? 1, 2, 3. 2 count. 2 count after everything. We've had crucifixion, resurrection, and we still get a 2 count.
Shut the fuck up. 2?
Oh, he dodges the hidden blade. Dodges this. No way Mark Davis wins this. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. Will Ospreay might have...
End it. 1, 2. 2 count.
Dude, gratuitous is a word. What is happening?
Is it good because it just won't die? Or is it good because it's actually good?
It's not boring. That's the thing. So much of it. After all this, he's going to win with the armbar.
No way, in an armbar. Taps to an armbar.
So dumb. He's been working with Moxley for a month, and all he has learned in a month is a fucking armbar. Either he's a terrible teacher or you're dumb as rocks. The fuck are we doing?
Tommaso Ciampa has listed off more moves on Jericho's list than armbar.
Convoluted as hell. Overbooked to the max. Listen, it wasn't boring. Graptastic. I am somewhat sports entertained, but Ospreay, the fact that why did you need to do the last minute and a half after he hit the hidden blade? Why did we have to do more to pin him 90 seconds later?
Demanded a slingshot hidden blade, and then you have the fucking devastating ass pile driver.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Then he wins it, with an arm bar.
I'd be very
cool move, bullshit.
Yeah. I'd be very disappointed if I was Don Callis. I have, 18 guys in my stable, and somehow we had even odds here tonight. You didn't have where's the rest of the team?
You should have ended it with the slingshot.
Yes. Ospreay's just pointing at hidden door and rocking on.
I still wonder if it would have been interesting because is that the finish of the Owen? But I do still think it would have been interesting as shit if they would have, after Davis hit that pile driver, if they would have given Davis the win. Oh,
right? Though at least
you put that man in the biggest hole he can't climb out of.
Yeah, and then there was a moment there where I legit thought that was going to happen, but I mean, they're hitting you're hitting 3 and 4 pile drivers in a match. What are we doing? Like, Kevin Owens is putting guys on the shelf with his. What is happening? What are we doing?
Had 2 whole factions run out and sit there and just destroy each other, and that was all for naught. That was just sideshow.
I hate everyone collectively fighting off like fucking a dust bunny. Like, it's ridiculous. Spot. Everybody! Spot. This sucks. This effing shit sucks, man. Ridiculous. Kickouts and outside nonsense. Straight hot garbage. It was a mess, to put it politely.
Who got over in that? I know who was supposed to. I think
John Moxley's armbar.
Over in that.
John Moxley's armbar. What did that
segment accomplish?
It showed that John Moxley is really working for Will Ospreay.
Because John Moxley, Ronda Rousey armbar.
He wrestles the exact same way he used to wrestle, except he does an armbar. And his finishers don't work anymore. What the fuck are we doing? What are we even saying?
You went in to create a wrestler instead of having, a pedigree or a super kick or an F5 as his finisher. You just change it to armbar.
Armbar.
That's all that changed.
Like, they literally doing everything you can think of to this man. And then you yank on his shoulder and he's like, I give up. Like, what? What? Really?
Man takes 2 hidden blades, like in a slingshot one, too. That devastating Braun Breaker can spear, but a hitting blade and elbow to your fucking cranium. Just know that's a 2 count, but don't touch my arm. I'm not fucking arm.
Yeah, I have sensitive shoulders, damn it. I did like the spot where Fletcher slid in and got behind him. I thought that was kind of like, oh, fuck, let's go. The reversal was cool, Rants, but again, the armbar is bothering me. They fucked up. Yeah, this is like, we always equate things to like sports or food. Like, to me, this is like, when the chef shows up at fucking MasterChef and there's just shit all over the plate. Like, edit it, like, make it look pretty. What the fuck are we doing? This was just unedited chaos. And anyone out there can decide how they feel about that. But that's essentially just your plate runneth over, Nick. There's shit everywhere. Chicken balls rolling away. We can't get it. We don't know what to do.
You were so going through the show though for a minute though. You were there. You had it, and you just kind of left it on the burner a little bit too much, and it might have overcooked. Mm-hmm. And then you just kind of sat on the wayside for a good chunk of that show. I feel Monet came back, so you just thought you'd turn on a burner. Freudian slip if I've ever, but yes. Level up.
No, but I mean, again, I don't mind the chaos. I think ultimately there's way too much Don Callis on this show. There's one guy. Like, split the group in half and make 2 groups. There's one, like, all fucking show.
That's more NWO than the Bloodline will ever be in the NWO.
Yeah, fucking hell. Ospreay versus Swerve is going to cook. It should be a hell of a final if that's where we end up here.
Yeah, well, now I'm very interested, or I think we kind of know what's going to be the final for the women's side of it. It's going to be Monet versus Athena, and we're going to run that story back.
That women's Owen tournament, like, looking at it on paper, is embarrassing. It is embarrassing that that's what they booked. Like, I'm sorry, when you talk this again, you flex all the time. This is a chance to highlight the women in your company, and there's literally 2 viable people.
But now 2. Monet's back, and you can get Monet involved with Tekla.
I guess, but the tournament itself is just it feels like who gives a shit.
The open challenges, a lot of the gimmick shit in pro wrestling is just overdone.
Fair enough.
And just needs to take a pause of, like we talked about, get back to qualify, like, middle of the division matches of, You got a Savio Vega versus a D'Lo Brown. It'll be a decent match, and it'll just progress as to who's moving towards this title or what have you. It's not a fucking title match. It's not an eliminator. It's not a pay-per-view qualifier or an open challenge or anything. It's just a good match that's going to lead to something down the road if you tune in.
Fair enough. Right. And I mean, that makes sense. But folks, we take a rating out of 10 for every single show that we do. Make sure you get in there. Let us know what you like tonight. We're going to click on a few. And then we are going to get ready for Dynamite tomorrow night. Looking forward to that one. As we're going to get
the Dynamite was tonight.
Did I say Impact or Dynamite? Dynamite.
You said Dynamite tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll come for Impact instead. Do that. Tonight's Dynamite. Just be happy, guys. LOL. Great match, 8 out of 10. Good show, 7 out of 10. We can be critical and happy at the same time. I'm happy. I had a lot of fun, regardless of what it like. To me, there's things that completely fuck up the show and make the show not fun to watch. Then there's nights like tonight that there's a whole lot of problems, but it didn't take away from the overall, hey, we're having a good time. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference.
There was some stuff that I didn't expect and sold me on, hey, we're having a good time. I think it was the whole world title match. All right. To start off with, people need to realize just because we can be critical doesn't mean I'm hating it. Like, I don't hate anything I saw tonight. Like, I'm still probably at about a 7 of I'm right there with you. Give Monet a good chance. I'm surprised by what happened with MJF and Roosh. I think the doctor thing maybe made it go a little bit too long. Yeah. Same thing with Davis and Ospreay. You were there and then you overstayed a little bit. Yeah. So that's more my thing is if you, like you've been saying most of the night, if you edited the show, you've got a solid 8 or a 9 in there. But to me, it's a 7 on front.
Yeah, just clean up and well, I mean, some fans hear it as criticism, but we're legitimately just like, we're big fans of what you're doing here. Maybe if you make a couple of these changes, it would be that much better because we like the show. We'd like to see it do well. And if you could get your fucking booker to get his head out of his ass, it would go a lot smoother. But I digress on that point. But yeah, I'm right there with you. Tonight, I'll give it a 7. I could see going 7.5, but 7 is a really good Dynamite for their standard. If we're being fair, I can understand why. Week's? Yes, much better. Yeah, this is one of the better Dynamites in a few weeks. And again, I think it's because sometimes the booking, like the angles they do or the matches they do, don't deliver any kind of fun. Like they get really you check right out. Tonight, at least the shit we got, too many promos, too many match them promos. But the stuff that we got was kind of chaotic and again, it felt like a bit of a car crash. Monet coming back has to get them points. She had a good match. I can't be a hater. She had a good match with Windsor. Now, my theory, it's because Windsor's a good wrestler and she carried Sasha, but that's just me. But
I still like the idea of Monet coming back, sans belts. I wish more of what they were doing with Andrade, of him going after MJF. I wish they didn't stomp over that. That would be one of my big complaints for tonight. I feel like they kind of undercut that. But overall, not a terrible show. And again, maybe getting a bit more of that momentum from Double or Nothing as they're going into Forbidden Door.
Yeah, and I think maybe that I honestly believe that 2 hours made me appreciate 2 hours. Like going from the 3 hours to the 2 hours. Like tonight, I was like, oh, good. Like, fuck, we're wrapping up. Like, this is fucking excellent. Opposed to like, oh my God, we got to, go another 45 on this. That's a tough show. 7 out of 10. Davis versus Ospreay without all the run-ins was fine. Just leave the match like it was. Don't need all the other extra things. I don't disagree with Reader because I don't think all the extra people it really matters that much. And yeah,
it should have been better on a match unto its own. And I still find it really interesting. I think you're going to see a lot of people that are going to argue, I feel, against this or might agree with this, of how that world title match went where that world title match went because NBA Finals were going around that time. And then they kind of feel like they might have just, we're going to do the best we can the rest of the way through.
I mean, yeah, in one vein, yes, but at the same time, I mean, Will Ospreay, Mark Davis is not a bad match. Two old friends, they know how each other work. They didn't,
that world title. If that world title match was the last thing of if you took how that was and took that and put that at the end of the show versus at the start of the show, a whole different fucking vibe. I feel
for sure, 100%. You're not, you're not wrong about that. But 6.5 from Jason, 6 from MDB, 6 from King, 6 from Eric, 4.5. Ooh, okay. Paul, 7.5. I had fun with the show tonight. Wasn't perfect, but it was fun. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it was still kind of fun.
Yeah.
I deducted some because Monet returned. Fair enough. 6.5. Favorite part was Monet. So 6.5. I deducted points for Monet. 6.5.
A nice Bernays sauce out there.
Right. Smash the buttons, folks. KJ, keep Nick level up sound effect. It fits perfect. It's there. 6-2 convoluted. Fair enough. And I agree with that. Has AEW ever ended a show with the women's match? Non Tony Storm. I think so. Like, but Britt and Thunder main evented. Yeah, we've had a couple. Willow's main evented a couple times.
When?
I don't know.
I'm not trying to hang you over this right now.
When did she have the street fight? But yeah, not often.
Oh, yeah, to where she overshot the table off the
right. That happened, I think.
Stage. Yeah, that was a thing. I think that one might have been against Thunder Rosa too.
Right. TNA tomorrow. Wicked Garden match. Gonna be fun. 8 out of 10. Carl Anthony Towns. I don't know how we got there.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. Right now it's 73, 74, 43, 43 seconds left in the third as the Knicks are down by 1. That's why we're talking about Carl Anthony Towns. Sorry.
Sounds good. The match was good and had fun. Sports is just exhausted. My biggest issue always is that takes me out and damn near kills the match is the effing absurd, nonsensical kickouts. I can't. You get to the point where it's just I don't buy in anymore.
Well, that's not act like that's just a one company thing. That's a pro wrestling thing right now.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Decent show overall. I would agree. 7 out of 10. Let's go. Bumping it. All right. That's how I feel. Reader Wemby is good, but he can he can be a touched up and be ineffective. All right. Well, with all that being said, Dynamite's in the books. 100% honestly, I don't know if I can watch AEW without this stream. I wouldn't recommend it. I honestly wouldn't. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, it's not doctor advised of 100% of, it's best to go, with your Wrestling for Life buddies out there.
Absolutely. Reader, well, you're on the screen. I got an email in my inbox with your name on it. I slacked. I haven't answered it, but I got love for you, and I will answer your email. I promise. MDP show now. Let's go. All right, folks, we're going home tomorrow, 8:45 p.m. Nick, Anthony, TNA. It's going to be a fun one. Lots to talk about. Again, the Hardys, the Righteous, Wicked Garden. It's going to be insane. You think you got crazy tonight. How's that going to look tomorrow?
Tiptoe by the window. But yes, our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, put up at that for more life.
What just happened? That was insane. See you on the flip side, folks. Have a good night. I taught him my favorite move. It's the arm bar.